ever seen. You've ever seen. So hello peace, hello joy, hello love, hello strength, hello hope. It's a new horizon. Hello peace, hello joy, hello love, hello strength, hello hope. It's a new horizon. Yeah. It's a new horizon. Somebody lift those hands and say, it's a new horizon. I need you to speak it over your own life tonight. It's a new horizon. It's a new horizon. It's a new horizon. It's a new day for you. Yeah. It's a new horizon. Oh, it's here right now. It's a new horizon. 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 Fear is not my future. You are. Woo! Sickness not my story. You are. Listen, y'all. Heartbreak's not my home. 'Cause you are. You are. Death is not the end. 'Cause you are. Somebody shout it out. Fear is not my future.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a new horizon. 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 Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's a new horizon. Wake up, wake up. It's a new horizon. Wake up, wake up, wake up. 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 It's a brand new day. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So hello, peace. Hello, peace. Hello, strength. Hello.
6:34 on Thursday, the 21st day of November. Hello peace, hello joy, hello love, hello strength, hello hope. It's a new horizon. You may not see them, but you can't deny them. Not everything real is tangible. Peace, love, joy, strength is what you need for your day.
Your story.
And say goodbye to fear, goodbye to intimidation. Welcome to the City Breakfast Show, where you can command your morning and design your day in the womb of your spirit.
Death is not the
Tasha Cobbs,
death is not
a
the
song by Todd Galbraith.
death is not the end.
Watch him turn it into your favor. Watch him work it for your good. He's not done with what he started. He's not done until it's good. Let him work it for your favor. Let him turn it for your good. Powerful, powerful charge for the morning. This is the City Breakfast Show on 973 Citi FM, relevant radio partner. My name is Bernard Kokuavle. I'm so happy to be here with you. Hello, peace. Hey, hey. Love it. Hello, joy. Hello, love. Welcome them into your arms. Make them your companions. Because whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are pure, whatever things are noble, whatever things are worthy, if there's any praise, think on these things. Embrace love, embrace joy, embrace tranquility. Away with fear, away with self-doubt, away with self-defeating thoughts and limitation, away with negativity, away with strife and envy, away with jealousy and pride. Hello, love. It's a brand new day, people. This is really life inspirational sense brought to you by ADB, the People's Bank, giving you a better deal. We are possibility thinkers. That's why we're lowering your interest rates and lengthening your tenor of a loan to give you a better deal. It's a new horizon with the People's Bank. Reach us on 0302210210. ADB, truly agric and more. We will review the news headlines predominantly from online but also from our newspapers. Brought to you by Piva Beverages. We have many flavors but one big brand. There's Piva Cola, there's Piva Orange, there's Piva Cocktail, there's Piva Grape, and of course the best in tangerine flavor of Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Call 0550-032-231. It's a taste you will certainly love. And we're also focusing on the works of Total Energies. Swing by any of our major service centers, do an oil change, get a free elite car wash to keep your ride sparkling clean. This offer is on till 31st January. Follow Total Energies on Facebook, X or Instagram at Total Energies GH. We're back with the headlines. Stay with us.
We understand the excitement and preparations that comes when your child gains admission into senior high school. But we at the Agricultural Development Bank, ADB PLC, also understand the financial burden this comes with. The chop box, trunk, school mattress, you name it. That's why we have partnered with Prospectus Ghana Limited to offer financial support for parents by introducing the ADB Quick Purchase. With a smart loan of up to 20,000 Ghana cedis, you can pick up all the items on your child's prospectus for school. ADB PLC offers you a repayment plan of 12 months to relieve you of all that heavy financial burden. Every ADB customer who receives their salaries through the bank, military and police personnel, and all other workers on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll qualify for this facility. Walk into any ADB branch nationwide or any Prospectus Ghana Limited office near you to apply for the ADB Quick Purchase. Terms and conditions apply. ADB, the People's Bank. ADB, truly a Greek and more.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Airwaves shine bright. City FM, you're the beacon of light, guiding the people through day and through night. With integrity, your message takes flight. Oh, let's raise our voices, let the truth be told. City FM, a story of courage and bold. Samuel and Bernard, you lead us so proud. With the strength of the people, let's shout it out loud. Through the airwaves, you carry our
Unleashing
dreams.
the power of relevant radio.
Bringing us
This
knowledge
is Citi
more than it
97.1.
seems. With every broadcast, you're breaking the seams.
And it's 6:41 in an evolving industry. I'm here with Sky. I'm just looking at the newspapers this morning, and I'm wondering how they survive. And I keep saying this, but sometimes people think I'm joking. You know, it's a very, I don't know how to put it. It's very difficult.
Yeah. Better. I mean, this is hard.
And you know what's funny? In Western countries where the digital transformation is happening much faster,
Yep.
their newspapers are still pretty large.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
they probably have a larger reading audience, and the
reading
culture
culture.
of newspapers is still there. So if you go to US, the Washington Post is still big, New York
Yep.
Times still big, Boston Globe, you know, Tampa Bay Times. These are, of course, they're trying to figure out an online model, but here, you know, it's difficult.
No, I mean it's
It's
frustrating.
difficult.
I
It's
mean,
difficult.
looking at how thin, lean.
Yeah, and the other point is they don't even
newspaper.
come regularly. So you have, apart from the 5 big ones, Graphic, Times, BNFT, Daily Guide, and Chronicle, who you can say come out every day except Sundays and Saturdays. Some of them are doing twice a week, 3 times a week, and I'm really wondering how they survive.
Yeah, I mean,
know?
it's a bad one. And you
Yeah.
know what? One observation we made this morning. You know, the election economy largely is benefiting the electronic media in a
And
way.
the digital media,
Exactly.
the newspapers don't seem to be getting
Yeah, that's
anything from
right.
the
I
election.
mean,
I mean, if you look in the newspapers, Godfrey, you won't see a lot of, you know, generally in Ghana, when election years come, businesses pull back and the politicians take over.
Yeah.
So generally in the electronic media, you hear some political adverts and things. In the print media, you don't really see a lot of even that.
But is it also not that? Is it not the case that the print media has not improved itself?
Well,
Print media is struggling the world over, but legacy print media all over the world, some are struggling, but they are surviving.
in terms of the transition to digital,
Yes.
finding
Okay.
models of paywalls and things.
And also with regards to the numbers. Okay, so let's take out the state-owned ones.
Graphic, which is
Graphic and
Times.
Times. Daily Guide has been around for how many years now?
Oh,
a
at
long
least,
time.
yeah.
Chronicle is a legacy newspaper.
yes,
Okay. BNFT
yeah, they've also
has come to
yeah,
establish itself.
Yeah, they have.
Okay. If we
But
take
it's a
out
question
those
of investment, you see.
No, I'm
so
coming.
for graphic, there's some private participation.
Yes.
BNFT has some private ownership, but when you take things like Chronicle and the rest, a lot of these there's no new injection of capital. It's a business.
Yes.
So if a business doesn't have new capital and the business model has changed, the issue that we raise is because sometimes we criticize media for not being thorough and not being progressive.
Yes.
If you don't invest in the business, you can't have good journalism, because good journalism depends on something.
Yes.
It doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Yes.
So if you say the papers are not doing deep stories, they are not being analytical, people are not reading papers, they're not buying.
Why are they not? You see, that's the thing.
The
You must-
digital shift, people
No,
are
it's
reading
not,
from
it's
their
not
phones.
just the digital shift. Look, when I travel, I buy newspapers. I stop at the stand. Richard Sky, when he's in the UK, reads newspapers. Don't you?
Because
Did you not read the newspaper last
because
week?
in those countries you go to, you are not a native of that country.
No, it doesn't matter. I was buying newspapers when I lived in Nairobi. I bought newspapers when I lived in South Africa.
But everybody in Nairobi is buying papers. But everybody in Ghana is not buying.
Why?
The culture of Nairobi is reading. The culture of Ghana is listening.
No,
and
because
scrolling.
look, let's take Nation Media, for instance.
Yeah.
Nation is as big as can get.
Yeah.
There has been significant investment, but there's also been significant investment from the time Nation was small in the people. So they've always had the best of the best.
So it's both the business, but the business is the people, right? But
No.
here they don't have any money
No,
to
but-
put in anybody.
No, Richard Sky said, why is he still not in newspapers? Which of the other newspapers? Richard Sky says,
Yeah,
who the newspaper
yeah.
man
So your
as
point-
you can find.
so it sounds like-
why is he not with the newspaper?
He doesn't have time.
No, even if he had the time, do you think that any of these papers would be able to approach Richard Sky and say, okay, Richard Sky, I'm offering you X.
I get
Now,
your point.
by Richard Sky's presence, you maintain a certain level of readership, you maintain a certain level of quality.
So
it keeps you above
so
water.
if
Then
the
you can
papers-
bring the investment.
So the papers want to survive, they have to change their model.
Most of the papers became heavily politically tinged.
Because
Let's not hide away from
only
it.
the politicians were putting money in it.
No, and that's also because the politicians had the wrong mindset of what print media is.
But if society wants good media, society must invest in it. Society cannot put coins and rubbish in media and expect quality. So they get up and say, people don't write anything developmental. You don't put anything in it. So which one comes first? Because the business has to, man must survive.
No, but the business must appeal to somebody.
Oh, the model is proven globally. So that we don't need to nobody needs to define again. Why are people selling rice? People selling water?
No, you don't.
That if it's a viable business, if you approach with the right motive.
Yes.
So I don't think papers have to prove that they are useful. People have to see the value and recruit the right people and support it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That the people who go into it, you are right, they don't go into it with the right motive of doing newspaper businesses, which is why I mentioned the ones that I mentioned.
Yeah.
That's why they have been around for 20 years.
So like Chronicle.
So hold on.
Yes.
Daily Guide.
Yes.
Daily Guide has grown so much that it has spawned other businesses.
It's because of the blaze. It's because one family has owned it and they believe in it.
Yes, but hold on. But if no matter what I think of the Daily Guide,
yes,
the Daily Guide has always hired some of the best newspaper people
yes,
to work there. The Chronicle, for all its troubles, has always hired some of the best newspaper people to work there.
Maybe let's
Who is the editor of the Chronicle now?
I think it's
Exactly.
Ackley, and we're supported by Bookmans. You know what? Let's read.
He knows it's actually not a solid newspaper person.
But he's the only one left. Okay, let's read the papers. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know.
No, that can actually even be the review.
The reason I'm saying this, I met Suleiman Brahma yesterday at a program, and this is what we're discussing.
Right.
It's an important
about
conversation.
Media,
it hurts me. Really.
how media survives.
Yeah.
All right. And I feel like sometimes a society must take a hard look at its media, because honestly, if you take this is look, Ghana yesterday. I was at the African conference. We're doing well in some areas, respected for our democracy. If you take our top media, they don't compare to Kenya, they don't compare to Nigeria, they don't compare to South Africa, possibly even Senegal. You get it? And I feel that society, if public discourse suffers, political and economic life suffers, the quality of media impinges the quality of social life. So we have to think about the survival of our newspapers. And this is not even government. I'm talking business, I'm talking private sector, and I'm talking academia, civil society. If the quality of what is written is low, everything else goes with it.
Release Richard Sky to some of the newspapers.
Let's go into the
The Chronicle says this morning, soldiers on land guard duties at Damfa. It's a question mark that carries the final period there. And then you also have something here that says free SHS, 18,000 Ghana cedis spent on each student annually. This comes with a photograph of the Vice President Bioengineering. And then also, election 2024, the police are promising us, the journalists, protection. So we should stay with them during the election.
Front page of the Daily Graphic, Bernard, this morning. Economy on recovery course, President Ekufu Addo. Customs seized firearms at Tema Port. I'll give you details. Herbert Karpa's appointment as substantive energy minister also makes it to the front page of the paper. And National Service Authority military to increase livestock production.
That's interesting.
Okay, let me take you to the Daybreak newspapers. Talking about newspapers, there's a story here. Times board chair under fire over editor's illegal stay. And it comes with a photograph of our good friend David Agbenu. Also on the front page this morning, police assure media of safety regarding 2024 elections. Ghana deserves president like my husband, Samira Bioengineering, is talking. An NDC plot to use vigilante group on election day exposed.
Front page of the Daily Guide, election 2024, you are safe with us. The police is here. Okwe roots for Bioengineering. Causes Champions League unveils hidden talents. There were no hidden talents that this unveiled. The captain of the winning team was Osman Bashiru. Anybody who has watched Ghana Premier League for 15 years in this country knows Osman Bashiru. Which hidden talent?
You've done a whole analysis of the
This
football politics thing. So
just say that somebody won the tournament. Don't say hidden talent.
Okay.
That thing, they should stop it. Cheddar makes inroads on Cheddar adverse.
We need to discuss that as well. So you haven't even the headline. You said China makes inroads where?
Yeah, on constituency tours.
Finally, from me, the Anchor newspaper says NDC and MPP accuse each other of plotting mayhem. Exactly 16 days to December 7 polls. Jospon rice to hit market soon. Minister denies involvement in Moshosho rice scandal.
Moshosho rice scandal.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
you
the
don't know why you
expired, so-called expired rice.
The Moshosho rice.
The Moshosho rice is something.
They need to clarify that thing properly.
Yeah. And Herbert Krapper has been elevated to the position of substantive energy minister.
Let me take you online, CitiNewsroom.com. Drip, we've improved over 80 kilometers of road so far, Greater Accra RCC. Dismantling free SHS not an option, Patrick Ewa Jr. He was on the point of view yesterday. 4 Ghanaian soldiers injured in rocket attack in Lebanon.
Yes.
Yeah, and then IES is urging government to act now to prevent imminent power shutdown. Meanwhile, Bawa Mukhtari says Ghanaians trust Mahama to deliver. This is election 2024. And then GRA seizes 53 pistols and other weapons at Tema Port. You should see the guns that were shown on TV yesterday. Meanwhile, the president says new BOG headquarters to boost reform capacity and investment climate as he inaugurates the Bank of Ghana headquarters. We'll give you all these stories online. And by the way, I've read almost 7 stories online. A lot of them are not even in the newspapers. All right. If you go to Channel 1, race for Tamale North, Suhini confident of victory despite stiff opposition. That's a feature on the election. Ghana's future leaders will face increased pressures. Patrick Ewa reflecting on leadership and citizenship. Flowerpot Interchange, Government Institute 24-hour security to ward off hawkers. You should have seen the regional minister destroying a table. Oh, it's interesting. And then, of course, Titus Glover clears vendors at Flowerpot Interchange. Why did he have to go and do it himself? You know, where are the task forces and all those things? In other stories, a Japan Mesa has disappointed a secondary resident. This is part of community forum as various views are expressed. Winning secondary is a done deal, according to NDC. Now, I'm taking to my Joy Online. They have a few stories. National SWAT is illegal and must be excluded from elections. This is Dr. Gojo speaking. And then he also says, not even a fly died. Dr. Gojo on how 2016 became Ghana's most peaceful transition. And then this story about 4 Ghanaian soldiers killed in Lebanon rocket attack is also here. APRO as Ghana Football Association presents second-hand buses to selected clubs. And an interesting story. And Ghana reconstructs demolished Nigerian diplomatic building. Minister directs registration of all diplomatic properties. You remember the trouble with this issue.
Yep.
And then a few more headlines. The BBC is talking about the war in Russia. It says Russia and US battle for advantage in Ukraine war ahead of Trump's return. So let's just give a quick summary of some of the key
quickly,
stories.
I mean, journalists have been assured of safety. The Chronicle has the story, and the story is by Benis Bessie, and says the Ghana Police Service has assured media practitioners of their safety during the upcoming 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections, emphasizing the critical role the press plays in ensuring a transparent and credible democratic process. Now, this commitment was made on Wednesday, November 20, 2024, during a stakeholder engagement at the police headquarters in Accra. The meeting was led by Dr. George Ekufu Damparo, who is the IGP, and brought together senior journalists, news editors, and members of the Police Management Board to discuss collaborative efforts of peaceful election.
All right.
Now,
still in the Times.
Yes. So if you go to the Ghanaian Times, though, we are told that 524 diasporans granted citizenship.
All right.
To reconnect them to ancestral roots. And then also something here, new building handed over to.
Yes. Let me take you to the Daily Graphic on page 3. It was the commissioning of the Bank of Ghana Square. Then the inauguration of the headquarters of the Central Bank of Ghana. The president was there on the front page of the Daily Graphic Economy on recovery course, speaking to an audience of financial experts, policymakers, and international guests in Accra yesterday. President Akufo-Addo alluded to the sharp reduction in inflation from a staggering 54% in 2022 to 21% as of October 2024.
Now, GRA intercepts 53 pistols and 65 live ammunition at Tema Port. This is troubling. The Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority has seized 53 pistols, which are sidearms, 65 pieces of live ammunition, 74 magazines, and a PC holster at the Golden Jubilee Terminal at the Tema Port. The suspects were arrested and subsequently transferred to the Marines and Railway Police Station Tema for further investigation. Now, speaking to journalists, Brigadier Zibrim Ayorgo noted that the items were intercepted on Monday, November 4, and he said the 40-foot container with the number mentioned was declared to contain vehicles and personal effects and arrived at the Tema Port. The weapons were imported from the United States of America. And then on Friday, 15 November, during a routine examination of the container by customs, in the presence of the declarant and agent and the importer rep of the Ghana Golden Jubilee Terminal, the team discovered the weapons I listed. the examination team immediately notified the GRA, Intelligence and Investigations Unit, and the Preventive Unit of the Custom Division of the incident. So the matter is being investigated. Why would anybody be importing these items into Ghana?
Yeah, but don't they know the owner of the...
So they said it was cars and personal effects. So they didn't declare that they were weapons.
Yeah. So
but the agent was there. So they've arrested the people.
Yeah.
So they are going to talk to
should
them.
be traced and picked up.
That's what they are doing. But the question is, why will he be bringing all these weapons?
Yes, that's especially in an election year, given all the things we see in parts of the country.
That's why they are so alarmed. Let's continue.
Anyway, let me tell you something about what do you call it? A house help who has been granted bail in the sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis for allegedly pouring acid on boy. The Ghanaian Times has a story on page 3 says Circuit Court in Bekwai has granted 50 Ghana cedis worth of bail to a 26-year-old. 50,000, yes, to a house help who is said to be 26 years old for allegedly pouring acid on a boy. Now, the accused person, NSAJ, has denied causing harm to Benjamin Asante, a senior high school graduate of Yamfo Anglican Secondary School.
Let me give you two important stories. Act now to prevent imminent power shutdown. IES urges government following the IPP's claim that 3 power plants will be shut. Nana Muisi, the 7th ED of the IES, has urged the government to take immediate steps to prevent a looming power shutdown as the 3 major power plants face imminent closure over unpaid debts. Now, they say there's a $259 million debt owed by ECG to these power services, and Nana Muisi is urging the government to make good its indebtedness. Then the regional minister, Titus Glover, has directed the Letukuku Municipal Assembly to provide round-the-clock security at the Flower Pot Interchange to deter hawkers. Oh, Lord. This follows a viral video showing the minister personally dismantling tables and chairs set up by hawkers who ignored previous warnings to stop selling at the area. That was Global to Channel 1 News that government will not tolerate such disruptions, stressing the importance of maintaining the interchange cleanliness and order.
What am I going to do?
Well, it's
Monday. I told you this on Monday.
A few more stories. DRIP has improved about 80 kilometers of road so far. Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council, Ebizanina Nate, has said that the program has transformed places like Awosisotum, Amasaman, Old Barrier, and Wager, particularly in Ghana West, where he gave the breakdown of the DRIP projects. And then finally, Patrick Ewa says dismantling free SHS is not an option anymore. He says right now the emphasis is on how to make it better. He was speaking on a point of view yesterday and has expressed strong opposition to the potential cancellation, if any, of free SHS. He says we've left that discussion. Now we have to talk about quality.
Have you seen the GFA buses?
Yeah, why are the clubs unhappy?
What buses are they?
They were giving buses. They said GFA said they do donation.
Do you know one Tonchini?
New buses.
You turn back.
Good friend Edem Asa went to stand there and collected the tea.
One Tonchini.
And in the evening, some of the teams were expecting the buses. They give the 10 hand.
You know one Tonchini bus?
What is that?
They have painted the car. The outside is nice.
But by
the way, when the GFA met on Ottawa, what was their conclusion?
I thought they won't do anything. Let's go.
So nobody's going anywhere.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Why, the question is why we have changed courses. The team is not improving. So why are you asking the players whether we should not change them to? Well, the players every time coach. The people who play the football. Go and score penalty. At one way for score the penalty.
I wonder how the assembly go.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Gugomi, at what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
in the morning, and you know the money calling. Oh, you a work, but you know it's out your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I did for you. Many want. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Nilati is here with City Business News. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goil and EcoBank. Coming up this morning, West African Monetary Zone advancing steps towards the use of a single currency, a move expected to drive financial inclusion and trade in the sub-region. Also, government delays in paying debt owed IPPs could be deterring investors in the energy sector. And later, if you are wondering why cement prices are still on the high, it's because of what players say is the passage of an ineffective ally on cement price regulation. My name is Ni Latte. Many thanks indeed for joining us this morning. Now, central banks in the West African sub-region are advancing efforts to establish a single currency. This initiative, aimed at boosting financial inclusion and fostering economic resilience, is part of broader aspirations for enhanced monetary cooperation in the sub-region. Governor of the Central Bank of West African States, Jean-Claude Cassibro, was speaking at the inauguration of the new Bank of Ghana headquarters, the Bank Square, saying that the West African Monetary Zone is advancing progressively in this regard.
I would like to recall the commitment made on October 11 in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, by their Excellencies Alassane Ouattara, President of the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire, and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, to working closely with other West African countries in order to strengthen regional economic and financial integration and achieve the objective of creating a monetary union. Our two central banks are subsequently actively working towards the realization of the single currency, as decided by our head of state. The achievement of this goal will be a milestone for greater economic and financial integration in West Africa, eliminating monetary and financial barriers, fostering intra-regional trade, and enhancing resilience to economic shock.
Jean-Claude Cassibro is governor of the Central Bank of West African States. We stay a while longer with the inauguration of the new Bank of Ghana headquarters, the Bank Square, because the Ghana Association of Banks is assuring of the resilience of the country's financial sector in the face of evolving disruptions, including the rising sophistication of financial crimes and other illicit activities driven by advancement in technology. President of the association, Kofi Adomako, believes that the central bank's proactive role in fortifying the sector is crucial.
The exponential growth of technology and digitization has significantly expedited innovation, expanded financial inclusion, and enhanced customer experience. However, alongside these immense benefits, the rapid pace of technological advancement has also induced challenges in areas like data security, privacy concerns, cyber threats, and the risk of financial technologies being exploited for money laundering and illicit activities. Amidst these developments and emerging risks, the Bank of Ghana has consistently played a pivotal role in driving economic development and ensuring the safety and soundness of Ghana's banking and financial services sector.
Kofi Adomako is president of the Ghana Association of Banks and managing director of GCB Bank PLC. Away from the financial sector to the energy space now, because stakeholders there are raising concerns over government delayed payment to independent power producers, a situation they note threatens not only the stability of the energy sector, but also the country's attractiveness as an investment destination. This comes amidst plans by 3 IPPs to shut down operations starting Monday due to unpaid debts by the government. In an interview with Citi Business News, Executive Director of the Institute of Energy Security, Nana Amoisi the 7th, noted that immediate intervention is needed to address the delays and restore investor confidence in the government's ability to honor its financial commitments.
Government must be serious today, because like you said, we're all expecting, or we do believe, that government is a continuum. But for the sector players, as we gather, they want to speak up. They want to prove a point. Now, other than that, they may be forced to hold their peace, forever hold their peace, because if they could not claim it yesterday and they didn't make noise, why do you make noise when the new government is in place? They only want to show their frustration and also to prove to government that, look, we are serious, and we are in a serious business where we are also being funded by other means and sources. If you choose not to dispatch us, if you choose not to pay us on time, you are putting us in a very difficult position, and we lose our credibility.
Nana Amoisi the 7th is Executive Director of the Institute for Energy Security. Meanwhile, the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy is also predicting widespread power outages in the country if the debts are not settled. Benjamin Insia is Executive Director for the center.
We also need to relook at the mobilization efforts by some of these discos, that's distribution companies, whether what are the challenges, why are they not able to mobilize? We can only do this through a national consensus. We at SEMSE believe that we need that particular national engagement where experts and various experts in academia, experts in civil society space, politicians will all come together, bring their views on how we can pay these debts once and for all. As we speak, people continue to mention the dollar equivalent of the debt, which is around $2.7 billion. But in cedi equivalent, we are talking almost 40 billion Ghana cedis. If we are not able to pay this debt this year, and the cedi continues to depreciate, it means that by next year, this debt is likely going to balloon to about 60 billion. And 60 billion is almost about 5 to 6% of our GDP, depending.
Benjamin Insia is Executive Director of the Center for Environmental Management and Sustainable Energy. Now, the passage of the legislative instrument on cement price regulation has not yielded any significant impact. That's the assertion by players in the real estate sector who are arguing that the cost of building materials, including cement, continues to skyrocket, raising doubt about the effectiveness of the LI. Daniel Odro-Mensah has more in the following report.
The LI aimed at regulating cement prices was passed into law on September 5, 2024, despite opposition from cement manufacturers and a section of the public. The original draft of the LI included a provision requiring manufacturers to seek government approval before setting prices, but this provision was later removed. The LI faced strong resistance from cement manufacturers who urged Parliament to reject it. However, after 21 parliamentary sittings, the LI LI was enacted, the Ministry of Trade and Industry has stated that the LI will lead to a reduction in cement prices across the country. Despite this assurance, the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association has expressed dissatisfaction, claiming that the law is yet to produce any tangible effects. The executive secretary of the association, Samuel Amegaibo, shared his concerns with the media during the launch of the Diaspora Property Expo 2025.
So since the LI on cement was passed, so far as we are concerned, I mean, we users of the cement are concerned, we haven't seen anything different. Prices have gone up actually, even from the day it was passed, has gone up further. And so far as we are concerned, with our interactions with the manufacturers, nothing is happening. It's as if no LI has actually been passed at all. And so we are just doing business as usual. And maybe if it will take effect from a specific date that the minister intends to announce. We are not sure, but we thought that so far as his last statement was made, the assumption is that it should take effect immediately. But so far as we are concerned, with the manufacturers, all of them, the wholesalers and the dealers, they have some responsibility per the LI.
Executive Secretary of the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, Greda Samuel Amegaibo, ending the report put together by Citi Business News' Daniel Odro-Mensah. Moving on, latest data from the Ghana Statistical Service reveals that the producer price inflation rate has increased to 33% in October, up from the 30.5% recorded in September this year, representing a 2.5 percentage point increase. Citi Business News' Daniel Odro-Mensah again.
The month-on-month producer price inflation rate between September and October was 3%. The producer price index measures the average change over time in the selling prices of goods and services received by domestic producers. According to the data, in the industrial sector, the producer price inflation, excluding the construction sector, increased from 43.3% in September 2024 to 48.8% in October 2024. The construction sector recorded a rise to 31.5% in October 2024. The mining and quarrying sector had the highest inflation rate at 54.3%, while the water supply, sewerage, and waste management sector saw the lowest rate of inflation at 4.1%, which was still above the national average of 33%.
You heard Daniel Odro-Mensah with that Business Desk report on the currency market this morning. The dollar trading at 16 cedis 50 pesos. The British pound selling at 21 cedis. That of the euro could be sold to you at 18 cedis 10 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goil, and EcoBank. You can visit our website, citinewsroom.com/business, for more on our top stories. My name is Neil Lati. Do have a good business day.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees. Mommy chop money. Cratchet, mommy rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency now.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
L to the A to the L to the A.
La la. Normally I be good person. What's happen? Big question. I've been on my obsession. Normally by 6:30, pillow fighting, movie nighting. Like in the romancing. Yeah. We used to vibe, you my only one. Now you they juggle me up and down. Tell me waiting they happen now. We used to vibe, you my only one. Now you they juggle me up and down. Oh, tell me waiting they happen now. You know say I did try. Try me or damn me. I'm used to one or two. Please don't tell me kangaroo. Can't get it over you. One baby you'll be two. You won't tell me kangaroo.
Gone by was the business news, City Business News. It was brought to you by EcoBank and Guel. EcoBank says anytime you have a money emergency, whether you need access to loans, funds transfer, utility bill payment, airtime, data purchase, whatever it is your money emergency is, just dial star 770 hash and you don't need to panic any longer in your money situation. They will come to your rescue. So dial star 770 hash for your solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank and Goyle Super XP. Goyle Super XP is your ideal choice for most vehicles. Smooth ride, go for Goyle. Minimal fuel consumption, go for Goyle. Special additive that gives longevity to your engine, go for Goyle. You want to enjoy the journey on the road, look out for Goyle. Go fuel up your vehicle and we'll be feeling go good energy, young idea. Bringing you a quick kickoff shortly. Kickoff is brought to you by Zonda Ghana Limited and Polytank. Zonda says that if you want trucks, quality ones like Shantui bulldozers, excavators, graders, payloaders, rollers, power pickups, TX trucks and oil tanks, all made and assembled right here in Ghana, look no further than Zonda Ghana Limited. We provide top-notch after-sales service for you as well. All your heavy and light-duty trucks and machinery needs are sorted. We have 7 branches across the country. Our head office is off the Tema Flower Road, close to the Free Zones Enclave in Tema. Call us now, 050-177-2222, 050-177-3333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana. And oh, if you want that quality, that guarantee for quality in terms of water storage in Ghana, we all know Polytank. Polytank is the name we know. It's been here for 3 decades and more, and generations trust us. So if you want water storage, choose Polytank. Papa Nonie. Caution, we don't request for Momo payments online. Gabby Affair is right here in the studio. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning, Caleb. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay. My mom would see a rubber bus.
Oh, okay.
That's what Kate is saying.
So.
Not me.
Okay. People are saying
it's tier rubber bus.
It's proper bus.
Yes, proper bus.
Collect bus.
Correct.
Will it take us to AFCON?
We'll get there. All right, Thursday morning. Welcome on board to kick off on the CBS. Gabby Affair here. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
Come on. Also, Martin's buses. I think you have a bucket of buses. Now, why all this our bus with a Martin? I did oh, yeah, no, I come on. Also, Martin's buses. I think you have a bucket of buses. Now, why all this our bus with a Martin?
Well, former Sechiman City President Charles Kojoin team who did an inspection on the buses handed to some of the Division 1 teams yesterday. We'll get to hear from GFA President Keto Kreku on the buses, plus update from the ESCO meeting yesterday at the premises of the Ghana Football Association. That and some more updates from United's new boss Ruben Amorim. Thanks to Lashao Zonda JH Polytank Ghana for doing this with us. Let's start with this. And the Ghana Football Association delivered buses to 9 clubs as part of its commitment to supporting teams. Now, the beneficiaries, comprising clubs from the Ghana Premier League and the Division 1 League, received the vehicles during a presentation ceremony at the Accra Sports Stadium yesterday. Well, among the recipients were Young Apostles, Oko United, New Dibiasi United, Basake Holy Stars, and Vision FC. And the initiative is designed to enhance transportation logistics of the clubs, improving their efficiency and boosting their competitiveness. That's according to the GFA. And the president for that association is Keto Kreku. He was at the ceremony involved in handing over the buses to the nine clubs. And this was Ket's words to the beneficiaries.
Our clubs are very much represented here. The buses are ready. Right after this ceremony, you can drive them away. They are your buses. Let me also mention that our clubs participating in the Women's Premier League are also part of this strategy. And in the next few days, 4 clubs from the Women's Premier League will also, 4 clubs from the Women's Premier League will also take home one of each of these buses. On that note, I very much want to thank my ESCO, who are represented here, for the belief and for the trust in the vision. We have said that it's important for us to fix the fundamentals. One of the fundamental needs of our clubs is transport. We have also said that it's important for us to create wealth and to share wealth. And if you remember, I did say in Kumasi that through our collective performances at that time, our inflows had increased, and we're going to give part of our inflows to our clubs. This is a living testimony of that promise. So as we go along the journey of fixing the fundamentals, we also create wealth, and we also share the wealth for all of us. Today, it is the turn of our Division 1 clubs. Tomorrow, it may be the turn of our Women Premier League clubs. A day after tomorrow, it may be regional football, and next, and then the next, and then the next.
Well, a living testimony indeed. That's Ketokre Kujefe boss. Well, after the ceremony, video showing the interior of one of the buses they presented to selected clubs emerged on social media, with former president of Teshiman City FC, Charles Team, slamming the GFA in a Facebook post with evidence of a deteriorated interior of the bus presented to New Dibiasi United.
Also, my team's passes. Yeah, I think everybody get a pass. Now, all this bus we my team. Say, what a bus will port at the my class. Okay, bus and refuse you at it and a number. What I got to Toyota Crown boy, as I Hyundai. Yeah, one of the guasin. One of my guasin.
All right, so that's former president of Teshima City FC, Charles Team, essentially saying that Ketakreku, that GFA presented buses, deteriorated interior, of course. That ceremony was done at the Accra Sports Stadium yesterday, and the reports are that some club officials will be demanding the immediate resignation of Ketakreku and his entire executive council from office for scamming them with these buses, and they intend to organize a press conference to make this demand. Well, right after the ceremony at Accra Sports Stadium, the ESCO members made their way to the GFA premises for that meeting. The meeting focused on determining the next step for the senior national team after the disappointing outcome, which marks the first time in 20 years that the 4-time AFCON champions would miss the next AFCON in Cameroon. And that was under the leadership of head coach Otuado. Ghana endured its worst ever AFCON qualification campaign, failing to secure a single win in 6 matches. Reacting to that is Veronica Komi, a member of the Save Ghana Sports Demo movement, criticizing the GFA's habit of holding meetings after each disappointing Black Stars performance, stating that these gatherings have brought no meaningful improvement.
When I heard that they are meeting to discuss whatever, I had a big laugh. Not a laugh from a happy place, but it was a reminder that so far, that is what they seem to do very well. The only thing they seem to do very well. When the Black Stars are not doing great, they sit and decide, okay, this coach would have to go. It is the reason why we have had 4-5 coaches in the last 5 years.
All right, well, the update from the ESCO meeting yesterday is that they did not reach a conclusion on the future of head coach Otuado and his technical team. And so they'll meet again next week, Wednesday, to finalize that. But former Black Stars defender Sam Johnson is not a fan of Otuado's handling of the media last time out.
It's inexperience when it comes to media. I mean, talking to the media, you know, because the pressure coming, the questions coming. If he has enough, I mean, experience, you know how to go about it. You know, he won't get into emotion and they just, you know, say so many things. And I think that is where the problem is lying more, because if you try to explain yourself, Ghanaians are angry already because things are not going on well. They will throw the questions. And if you try to explain yourself, they will never understand you. And it will bring a lot of questions, and then you find yourself where he is finding himself now. So I think that is the inexperience around that area.
Former Black Stars defender Sam Johnson speaking to City Sports there. Well, off the pitch, Black Star forward Abdul Fattah Isaku is expected to miss the remainder of the 2023-24 season after undergoing surgery for a knee injury sustained during the match against Angola in the just ended 2025 AFCON qualifiers. And Fattah says he's okay after going through that surgery there. Well, taking into Europe, and goalkeeping coach Hilario has resigned from his role at Chelsea and is set to be appointed to Thomas Tuchel's England staff. Hilario spent 16 years at Stamford Bridge as a player and coach over 2 spells. To United, and former Portugal defender Jose Fonte has given a glowing assessment of new boss Ruben Amorim after playing against his Sporting Lisbon side. He did this in an exclusive interview with TalkSport, and Fonte is backing United to do big things under their new boss Amorim.
Most of all, he brings a philosophy, he brings an idea, he brings a style of play that is very own. So I'm sure that he will need a little bit of time to instill that in his players. But he's a very, very guy. He has his aura, you know. He has his personality, character, positivity, which the players for sure will appreciate in the first few days. When we faced Sporting, I've always felt that Sporting Lisbon could hurt you in many different ways. They could threaten in behind. They could easily play between the lines. They can build up. They can play wide. They can hurt you in so many ways that I've been saying for the last.
All right, so that's former Portugal defender Jose Fonte backing his countryman to do well at United. Before I leave, UEFA have awarded Romania a 3-0 win after opponent Kosovo walked off the pitch in protest at alleged discriminatory chanting by home fans during their Nations League match in Bucharest on Saturday. But Romania have been ordered to play their next match behind closed doors for racist and discriminatory behavior of their fans in relation to xenophobic anti-Hungarian chant. That's your sport. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at citysportsjj. We're back later, 5 p.m. with Sport Flash. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Shell, Lachelle, Zonda GH, and Polytang Ghana. My name is Gabiofa. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care of yourself, and bye-bye.
Hey, well, yo, I did tire for Abu Chef. See, everything I do, Abu won't do some. Last year, I bought a cattle farm in Yanton. I see he go buy a farm next to mine. I marry Fauzia. No, he marries Fauzia's sister. I buy my motorbike. I see no, he go buy motorbike too.
Hey, but you don't see since you buy your bike, he has bought 4 motorbikes, which have all broken down. He don't maintain bikes at all.
His problem be say he dey put wrong lubricant for his bike inside. The correct motorbike oil where if you put inside be Shell Advanced Lubricant. Shell Advanced Lubricant be the only motorbike oil where they make them for motorbike to protect engine, clutch and brake. Where no. Wait me, I no go tell him. Shell. Hey, well, hey, where you go?
If you don't go tell Abu, me I don't go tell him say make you use Shell Advanced Lubricant for him bike.
Hey,
visit any Shell station or distributor today to get your Shell Advanced Lubricant for your motorbike. Shell Advance, complete protection for your bike.
Papa Nunye, Papa Nunye,
Papa Naka Messi, Papa Nunye Kamesi, Holy
want Polita. Strong and reliable. Trusted by generation. We want the citizens to buy only Polita. Politank in ye, Papa Nunye, Politank in ye, Papa Nunye, Accra Plumbers, say so.
Guys, Charlie, you know that mining contract I've been chasing for years now. I just got awarded the deal, but the issue is where to get the right and quality heavy-duty trucks to execute this job here in Ghana.
Relax, my guy. Remember my recent construction deal at Pokwase? Zonda sorted me out.
Zonda? What? Who is that?
Zonda Tech Ghana Limited is your one-stop shop for machinery, heavy and light-duty trucks, and pickups. They have the Shantui bulldozers, graders, payloaders, rollers, poor pickups, 4-land light trucks, TX trucks, and oil tanks, made and assembled right here in Ghana with top-notch after-sale service and standard prices.
Made in Ghana. This is amazing.
You haven't seen my Zonda Power pickup, which I take to the office? Strong, durable, and tough on our roads.
Hey, that's from Zonda too?
Absolutely. Zonda is the right place for you, my guy.
Oh, now I am sorted with Zonda. Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your solution for heavy and light-duty trucks, located at Tema, off their Flower Road. Call 0501-772-222 or 0501-773-333. Zonda, built in Ghana, building Ghana.
In a world where only the best survives, you need a fuel that can match your drive. A fuel with unparalleled protection for your engine, superior efficiency, and unrivaled performance. A fuel so unbeatable, when you get behind the wheel, you'll focus on what really matters. The journey ahead. That fuel is Shell V-Power, because no other fuel gives your engine better protection, better efficiency, and better performance. Be unbeatable. Drive unbeatable. Shell V-Power. Shell. Go well.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Join the Republic Verse. Enter the Republic Bank space. Online or within the banking hall, we open the right doors for you to make the most of life. With our suite of superb banking products and services, our clients, corporate, SME, investments, and individuals get to enjoy amazing benefits. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're the one for you.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma. The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. Hey, number one everywhere you go. Big goal. For the friends and the family. Big goal. Big refreshing moment. Big goal. For the kids and the adults. Big goal. Boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal. Everywhere the party day. Big goal. We go mash up the place with it. Big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. Big refreshing moment.
Big old drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Ojam, did you know the NDC once promised a one-time premium for NHIS?
Yeah, but when they won the elections, they could not implement it and almost collapsed the NHIS. Today, this same man is promising Mahama Care and free primary health care.
They think we are kids in this country. We don't have short memories, like Mahama said. Remember the capitation pilot in Ashanti? You were stuck with one health facility, no matter what.
That was so limiting. But look at us now under the MPP. There's real change.
The MPP expanded NHIS coverage to include serious conditions like childhood cancer, sickle cell disease, and kidney dialysis for children under 18 years and old people from 60 years and above. Today, with just a short code, you can renew your insurance.
Truly, the MPP has restored our hope in the health system. See the Agenda 111 and other new hospitals are springing up everywhere.
So, this election, let's vote for continuity. Let's vote to protect our health care. We will not fall for fake promises again.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to ticket as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Through on the show today. This is so long. This is so long. To my dear
Lolo, Alaji Nasser Ahmed Liate.
Wow.
This is our friend at the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
It's like 10 pages.
I'm telling you, it's a love manifesto from his wife to him on his birthday.
Let me deal with the simpler ones.
Yes, please.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Opon Pepra, my wife and partner in all things but crime. Your tears are mine, your smiles are mine, and so are all your birthday gifts. I love you dearly, from your husband, Martin. And this is coming into Mrs. Opon Pepra. Now, Ahmed Nasir Yate, your wife has sent us a very long message, which will take us like 3 weeks to read. So, this is from your lovely wife, Nabila. Caleb, what are some of the highlights?
So she says that happy blessed birthday to the sweetest husband in the world. I'm so thankful you were put on this earth and into my life. I love you. May your day be filled with joy and laughter. With every year that passes, I only love you more. Cheers to my soulmate, the man who lights up my world. I'm sure she'll read the rest to him when they get home.
All right.
I've got quite a few also to do, but let me start with one. Happy birthday to Mrs. Benedicta Amosei, from your husband Kwabna and the boys, Papa Ura, Nana Kofi, and Ohene, also from your sisters, nice. Mame and Nama, also from your brother Pake, from myself, from your mother and Tefia, from everybody. Have a fantastic birthday to the one and only Ni Hao, Ni Hao, Ni Hao.
Sometimes when the economy is difficult, it affects people's minds.
No, she's an amazing one.
It affects
too
people.
Much love.
It affects people.
Too much love, Benny.
Please help me wish Ellie Klim Dagadu of Legon Presec a happy birthday. She's a true champion of education and a source of endless inspiration. Her passion for learning and shared knowledge lights up the lives of so many. May this year bring her boundless joy, success, and all the love she so richly deserves. Keep shining, sis. I love you. You didn't add your name to this. So yesterday you were at Legon.
Yeah.
For the Wear UG Day.
Yes, I was.
It was nice.
How was it like?
It was beautiful. Fremel moderated a panel discussion that had Ochame Kwame. It had Wear Ghana there and Abrantier, some other people in the fashion industry talking about sustainability in the world of fashion and how fashion can be used as an enterprise to create jobs. So universities like the University of Ghana should start considering mainstreaming programs that can, put the creativity and skills of people in the fashion industry to play to create jobs. Ochame Kwame made some very profound revelations about sustainability, how a lot of the clothes we wear when we throw them away end up under the sea, and how people are becoming more creative about reuse, recycling, upscaling, and how there's a lot of funding for sustainability in that sense. It was encouraging a lot of the young people to look
Wear
into
Ghana
that.
share her experience, her journey in being a fashion person. I think she's done this like 10 years now.
She did. This is their 11th year. She spoke about how she got into the fashion industry. I think she studied a Greek economy at KNUST and then told us how she eventually veered into the clothing industry. So that helped the audience who are doing other courses. There was even a lecturer there who said one of her daughters wanted to go into fashion school, but she has been to the university. Her first daughter has been to the... She didn't understand why her daughter... So
go into fashion.
That conversation helped. And the woman was even telling us what she was wearing was made by her daughter.
Wow.
So people are embracing the fact that education is not just about going to the university, but if you have skills, you can get higher education and perfect that. And that's why I want to say also congratulations to one of my wards at DTI, Collins Amankwa Boatin. Today he will be graduating with a certificate in precision welding and fabrication.
What is DTI?
Design Technology Institute, run by Esther Constance Swanica.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So you were in the UG
My
material.
fabric, it was
Everybody
beautiful.
was wearing.
It was lovely. The room was packed.
Do they do it for only once a year? Why don't they do more wear UG once a week?
In fact, I
so
think...
that the material,
Yeah.
because the material is nice.
And there are
why
three
should they do
prints
once a
too,
year?
very beautiful.
Yeah, I saw a couple of really cool designs. There was one guy, I don't know who it was. He had like chains.
Yes,
Who was that?
I don't know. I met him there actually. I think he's the staff of the university.
Hey, his own was different.
And he's on it on a suit, and it looks like a butterfly. It's lovely.
The print that VC had on, I hadn't seen that one
black
before.
and white.
The black and white
It's
one.
also very nice.
Yeah. Unless you don't have that one.
I just want to say that one of the things we should think of developing in Ghana and reviving is the textile industry.
True.
The Sahel region is very good for cotton, so too is northern Ghana. The potential is there. So because a lot of the textile manufacturing companies have collapsed. But if you are looking for an industry that ticks all the boxes, whether it's the cotton into the joinery, into the materials, the fabrics, or then the design, that value chain offers a lot of promise for value addition, industrialization. And I really hope that the private sector, the financial sector, and the authorities in government are thinking about a path to revive the textile industry. Now they are not competitive. The Chinese and other foreigners have taken our designs and they've found a cheaper way to produce it. But if you want an industry that ticks all the boxes, it's inclusive, there are women involved at the lower level, it's labor intensive, but it's also high value adding, and it's foreign exchange earning potential is strong. All right, I think that all the industries that the raw materials are here, and it's not as destructive like, say, mining. All right, so I just want to urge the various forces. The problem with the continent, just like we discussed media, is the capital. Somehow capital chooses where to go, and we are not getting investment in meaningful transformative industries like the textile industry. So I'm just putting that out there. Congrats to University of Ghana Legon for the Sky.
Yeah, so I want to add something. You know, recently I was at a lecture somewhere outside of the country, and there was a discussion about the clothing industry. And one of the things the lecturer spoke about was the fact that we have become sort of a top-grade consumer of second-hand clothes, and pointed us to a recent publication by the VOA, which says Ghana markets overwhelmed by imported second-hand clothing. And somewhere in the story, we are told that our traders import a staggering 15 million garments a week, according to the OR Foundation Environmental Group. Now, but roughly 40% of each bale ends up as waste.
Look at that.
They say.
So basically, the West is dumping their old clothes on us.
Exactly. Dammed in landfills and often washed into the ocean, causing a public health crisis and harming the environment. And then there was also a review of how fisher folk along the sea, and of course in some cases far inland, are complaining about how this is killing aquatic life and all
affecting their harvest.
Exactly. So the point that you raise about the need for us to invest locally to improve capacity, it's an important point. But then also very important is how we recycle what
comes in.
Exactly. And whether we ensure that it is sustainable. It is important because we are seeking to create jobs. While we do that with tailors, seamstresses, people like Juma and co, we should also think of how those impact people along the coast. Because it is of no use creating jobs inland when you cannot ensure that people who have been here so many years long before we started even producing clothes are losing their jobs because of what we're doing. So it's important that we keep our eyes on that. That having been said, Bernard, yesterday I visited Latex Foam Ghana.
All right.
I didn't know that they had moved into the space of furniture. And relying on fabric, sometimes they source locally, and items they source locally to produce some of the most wonderful furniture you find in any market. Yeah, that's right. So I was asking them. So these things, they are comparable to what you have
everywhere,
elsewhere.
Yeah.
But the answer to me was that, look, we are training the people here, we are training the youth here, and they are producing these things that you are
know they are much more affordable.
Exactly.
So latex and ash foam, mattress, furniture, high quality, comparable to the ones you import from Turkey, from Italy and all those places. Yes, very, very high quality. Just that they are just two. They are the two I know on the industrial area.
Yeah, and you see, so when you hear government talk about we want to invest in training the youth, equipping them, and all of
those. Are they even
things,
using these companies?
That is the question. You see, these institutions, these companies have to be targeted and in some way supported with government, purchases. So, for instance, you want to fill an office. These guys are here employing local people, local materials in many respects. So why not big offices? So for instance, yesterday, the Bank of Ghana building that was opened, we are told that 2,500 workers will occupy it.
Imagine the chairs.
Imagine
I'm sure they're importing all the chairs,
importing
all the tables,
exactly,
importing all the fixtures
just
and
as
fittings.
Parliament did some time ago.
You have a fine
tragedy.
Ghanaian company, Gold Key Properties, producing that edifice we are talking.
To be fair, we don't know whether the materials are imported, but I doubt if they made it in Ghana.
It's the point we are making it. If they have forgotten that bit, there are local companies that are doing these things. So while we are emphasizing the construction industry, we need local people. The motorway, we are told local company will be doing it. This Bank of Ghana building, a local company did it. Let us also invest in these other,
imagine if you had even said to the two leading foam companies that for the soft furnitures that we will use in this BOG building, it's a $250 million building.
Yes.
So
$250 million.
Yeah. So even if you said that, it's a big building, you go to the lobby, you sit in soft furniture.
Yeah.
Fine, the hard furniture like this, we may not be as good as the Chinese yet. But you could actually use that to say we are the BOG, $250 million. It's our own money. We are not tied to anybody. We are using this to revamp some 2 or 3 large furniture manufacturing companies to give them the contract to buy the equipment to produce at scale. I think that's the way. But typically, people, we don't even hear of the procurement. We don't know the links. The reason I can say it is that if a government wants to promote local and they use local, they will tell us. Because I know that for the contractors, the government talks about the contractors. So every time you go for an event, the minister will say, I'm happy to say that right now in Ghana, almost all our major roads are done. Then you mentioned Maripoma, Just Move, Oswald, Fair Sky, what's the name of the others? There's a track record of local contractors who have been supported to be strong, not just in size, but also in quality.
Exactly.
Now, if you're building a $250 million building, obviously you need furniture. That's a lot of money. $250 million, multiply that by 16.
Charlie, it's a lot of
Imagine if you said to Ash Foam, Charlie, the furniture that the governor's office will have and all the senior level managers go and do it. Do you know what that means for the company? And you can even tell that when we give you this business, go to Tech DTI and have a training program for 150 people. You see, you are using one. As my friends used to say, would the banku be for him, You get it? So I really want to urge, if the BOG has anything to say about this, they should let me know. Because when Parliament did furniture and they went to China, we're not happy.
You were angry.
All right, and we are happy they use gold keys. Even though we don't think the projects have been prioritized at this time, it is what it is. They've done it. Okay. Now, our policy makers need to show examples of the kind of Ghana they want to create.
Exactly.
It's also a question of Ghanaian excellence. All right? Our excellence should not just be, excellence is not using hard-earned foreign money to buy the most expensive foreign things and say, as for me, I stand for quality. That is not quality. Quality is saying that we are building a new parliament chamber. We are going to find the best Ghanaian people and anchor them to produce it so we can celebrate Ghanaian quality. But they say, as for quality, we have to go to the Chinese. It's the cheapest, it's the best.
Really
and
not.
a country that does that is not committed to its citizens. All right. So to add to what you're saying, congrats to the Ash Foams and the latest foams of this world and the companies that actually produce something. There are companies in Ghana who are producing chocolate drinks, who are producing beverages. For example, the beverage industry 30, 40 years ago was dominated by just Western companies. Now you have Ghanaian competitors, Piva.
Locally.
They are in Ghana. All right. They manufacture. Okay. And we can say the same for so many. Textile manufacturing. Shoes. People like Horseman Shoes and Wear Ghana are not yet at scale. The scale you need. So, for example, you say you are doing free sandals for students. Now, think about it. 18,000 cedis was spent on each free HHS student. Let's assume the government wants to give free Achimota sandals or subsidize Achimota sandals to almost 4 million students or whatever number. Imagine what that can mean for the Ghana Kumasi Shoe Factory.
Value chain.
You get it? It shocks me how we are not able to use government programs to support Ghanaian businesses to be strong and to employ more people. Because, you know, I was interviewing Guzitani and was telling me that now the labor absorptive rate of our economic growth is 0.36%, which means that for every 1% increase in GDP, there's less than one person employed. So the GDP is not coming from...
It's not benefiting us.
It's not labor intensive. So growing because you produce oil using a big machine is not real growth if you can't employ people. Right? And again, I stand to be corrected because I don't know who procured the furniture. And I may be making a mistake. But if the BOG can tell us that, Charlie, for this building, apart from gold keys, these are the value chains. These are the value chains that we deliberately develop. They should come and tell us because they are the ones complaining about the currency exchange. All right, so you can't spend $250 million on a building, of which a lot of it will go to foreigners, and then come back and tell us that the currency is depreciating.
Not at all.
You get me? And for a building, bro, there are so many aspects of a building. Interplast. So let me give you an example. The glass windows. There are so many fixtures and fittings that Interplast, Duraplast, and all these guys can do for you. These are all in Ghana. These companies have been in Ghana for 30 years. They are, whether they are Indians or Lebanese, it doesn't really matter. They are Ghanaians. Okay.
A good number of them are.
So
tiling to
take a bit tiles, glass window,
furnishings,
plastic pipes, doors,
metal
Charlie, the paint,
lightings, electrical cables.
Charlie, you know, I think what the president ought to have done was to have said to the BOG to let us know which value chains this $250 million is developing and what is your plan, because this money has to
stay here
and support the growth. So you get poor because you are building a $250 million building. Chinese people are getting jobs. India, China. You get it. And you turn around and say you are going to lower interest rate because you want to bring the currency down. You are joking. If you cannot use your purchasing procurement power to support your industry, all your monetary policy will not make any sense, because we've already been told that a lot of your inflation is imported inflation because of exchange rate depreciation. The more you import, the less your currency becomes strong. So if you are going to spend $250 million on a building project, what you're doing is basically you're going to import inflation. Because these parts you are bringing in, it's going to be very expensive. Medicine, food, buildings. I don't even think we should think twice. Free SHS, everybody must eat local rice. Don't spend it on Thai or Vietnamese rice. They must eat local maize. Okay? Medicines for hospitals. Give 2 or 3 of pharmaceutical companies the sense and say, look, do generics, local versions of these generic medicines, and we'll spread it. Same for buildings. So, fertilizer. Okay, you say you are doing, what do they call them?
Planting for food and jobs.
Sky.
Phase 2.
You should list the Ghanaian fertilizer bagging companies that have benefited. You are doing construction projects, roads, drip. Where are the cement manufacturers who have benefited? You get the point. This is how you do it. It never gets in the news, and we just report the final end product. Value chain analysis is key to economic growth. And I think that we need to start asking some hard questions of our political duty bearers. That beyond announcing the cost of the building, show working.
The value chain.
Show us which value chain you developed and how you intend to sustain it. You can't just complain about unemployment and be giving jobs to foreign countries and then keep complaining about unemployment and changing your interest rate. Your interest rate is affected by what you buy. Government is the biggest procurer of food, fertilizer, of fixtures and fittings in the country. How are they using that to develop all our industries? All right? You say you are doing free pad. You remember? Companies in Ghana that produce those things, do you buy it from them?
That's the question.
We can't live like this. People are coming out of school, they are not getting work to do. And we are saying we all want quality, so we'll go to the best and buy. No, let us work with the Ghana best. I always give this example. When you are hosting a conference in Ghana, you don't import MCs from abroad. You use Ghanaian MCs. Because it will not be as good as American MCs or whatever, but we will use us. when the IMF MD came, why didn't they go and bring an American host to interview? Why did they use us? You get it? So when it suits you, you know that there's quality in Ghana you can use. You will find it.
Yep.
When you bring even Bill Gates to Ghana, we'll find people to interview him. You won't go and bring Larry King to interview him. Because if he's coming to do something in Ghana, we have to talk to him. Why can't you translate that into all the other things you are doing?
Yeah.
Our taste for foreign goods, especially as Ghanaian elite, go to the office. Oh, I imported this from Switzerland. I imported this from Turkey. I imported this from this.
This one from London.
As if that makes you better. Instead of saying that, Charlie, there's a guy in Kumasi, Idefon. This guy, given the right support, he can produce a world class. We will not do that because we want to show that we are
Yeah.
If you are creating job for another person, you are destroying your own job. When him there,
That's true.
when him there, no, you are not. You told me something about a tree, pushing a tree, something. Say it again. You said if I don't push a tree, I will be poor. You said some proverb B last time. Say it again. Which in English means what?
Which in English means that if your friend is sitting on top or your brother is sitting on top of the mango tree, you can't be eating the ripe ones.
So BOG, I want
to be plucking the ripe ones.
So BOG, what we want to know is how many value chains did the $250 million go into? From consultants to contractors to suppliers.
That's right.
Show working. Lead by example.
That's interesting. You know, normally at the is it what you said? It was an inauguration.
Yeah, he said we shouldn't say commission.
Yes, it was an inauguration of buildings like that. Normally in the speeches that I read, they would normally give you an indication of the impact it's had on the local economy and stuff like that. So it would have been interesting.
I listened to everything yesterday. There was mention of Gold Key, and the Gold Key chief executive came to deliver.
So yes, he's a Ghanaian.
That's right.
Yes.
That
I
one,
understand that.
But the fine components.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
there would have been.
Oh yeah, so 2,500 workers will be occupying these buildings, and that furnishing supplied by latest phone or ice film or something like that. That was not a part of the
Bernard,
thing.
my very harmless question though is why the BOG building is costed in dollars? Why are we talking about that?
The value, I don't know.
Because I thought there was a thing about dollarization.
No, when they mentioned it, it will be too much. 250 million times 17. You know what that means?
Okay.
Calculate it on your phone.
It
will become error.
In the meantime, though,
I need a calculator. I want to check that. $250 million times 17. Or let's do 16. $50 million times 16.
Yeah.
15.
I don't understand I don't understand what's here. 4.25 EG
to the power 12. Your calculator is not powerful enough. Use a graphics calculator. Charlie, when I was in SSA, we used to use a graphics calculator for drawing charts.
Is 3.75 billion
cedis.
Yes.
3.75 billion
cedis. Right now, I'm concerned. I wasn't concerned before, now I'm concerned.
3.75 billion.
As in cedis,
I'm concerned.
How much of that stayed here? How much of that went away? 3.75 billion cedis.
That's a lot of money.
If you load it in this room,
hey, you can't feel. You will feel here. It's like will occupy all the space.
3.75 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's like half of the pool in the world.
That's a lot of money.
Tech and social media trends is next. Send us a comment. It's brought to us by
First Bank Ghana. If you're sending money to the Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone, it's easier now through the Pan-African Payment and Settlement Systems. Perhaps you can do that. All you need to do is to visit any First Bank Ghana branch nationwide with your cash. Your money is transferred in no time. To receive money, all you need is a First Bank Ghana account. Find out more about the system, 0596 921 921. And we have exciting news from Telecel. Get connected for less with our discounted MiFi device at an unbeatable price of only 500 Ghana cedis. So also get 10 gigabyte free data for all your internet connectivity concerns. This portable Wi-Fi solution from Telecel has you covered. Telecel is connecting energies.
Susu Graham will tell us what's trending this morning. Susu, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. So, tech and social media trends. A continuation of yesterday's flower pot and now Titus Global has entered the trends. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us have seen the video where he's breaking.
You know what I like? When the thing wasn't breaking, he put his phone in his pocket. He said, "This table not disgrace me today." He was breaking the table. He was not breaking. He put the phone in his pocket.
He had left, and then when he saw the video, he drove back forward.
I think, because the video that Fred put out was generating anger on social media, so he had to come back there. And I think there was nobody to send, so he had to do it himself. So he put his phone in his pocket and destroyed the table.
He's not far from that place.
So that's a continuation of yesterday. So
Titus Glover.
Yes, and then the Bank of Ghana was commissioned yesterday as well, and open. Inaugurated. Thank you very much.
Bravo police.
Thank you. So and is in the trends, obviously the usual things.
Are the comments positive or negative?
Oh, I mean, people are happy because they're nice thing. You know, Wall Street's also trending because the secretary of the board said that now she feels like she's working on Wall Street. Madam Sandra Thompson. That the new office will make her feel like she's working on Wall Street. So Wall Street has entered the trends. Oh yeah, she said that. I was listening. I was here with Edwin listening, and she said that. So I saw it in the trends.
They said they feel like they,
Let's just bring that level of quality in economic management.
I think that's the most important thing. Yeah,
that's what we need.
And also
let's bring Wall Street quality.
Also, the Tema port is trending because of the 53 pistols that were seized at the port. So that's also in the trend. So people are feeling a bit anxious because we are getting into election season and these 53 pistols. People are wondering if it's linked or something like that. So it's creating some kind of uneasiness among certain people. But some people are also praising, the authorities for getting these pistols seized and that kind of stuff. So it's a mix of the two.
It reminds me of so many years ago. I think somebody stored these Christmas crackers. The one.
Yeah.
You remember the Aoshi story? Knockout. And then the thing went boom. The thing went boom like a boom.
At the port?
No, Aoshi, Santa Maria area. Yeah. And then it became a major, in an election year, a major political issue.
They stored it together with matches or what?
Something like that. And then the thing went off.
But I hope they banned that thing.
Oh, they've
been banned for years. But every Christmas, and then the last one is sports related.
Banga.
The buses.
It's of course, skirts is trending, and along with the buses.
What's wrong with the buses?
Bernard, honestly, look, let me take it from here. I saw the buses. I think this ought not have happened. It's an embarrassment. Look, GFA. Look, you can't be getting everything wrong. It does seem as though there is no attention to quality. There's no attention to responsibility. There is no attention to ensuring that the right things are done. I mean, if you go and procure second-hand buses, at least when you come back, get some local people to do the upholstery, fix a few things before you
the buses were coming apart.
Sky, just to add to that, the issue is probably because the buses the outside is branded nicely.
They painted it.
Like many things in Ghana.
You're going to paint the outside, put the GFA on the outside of the bus for everyone to see that you've given poor buses. Then you look inside the bus.
Like some product that's been used for 10 years.
That's exactly what I was coming to see.
Completely unacceptable.
They couldn't even do upholstery for the inside.
Can you imagine?
So then
and they're going to Division 1 League teams.
Yeah, so it's become a whole controversy because it's like, why have you gone to paint the outside to make it look nice?
But that's how we do everything in Ghana. The whole country, everything outside is nice. Inside is just rotten. That's what we do now. Any technology news for us?
We are back to Bitcoin. We said yesterday was 94K. They said today we are on 96. So business is booming.
How do I learn how to do that thing? Because like that thing. No, people that no, Charlie, no.
You want to learn something that's illegal. Our lawyer is here.
No.
This guy, please advise.
No. Sky, wait. No, Sky, stop that. Illegal saying I want to learn that. Am I only living in Ghana? How does understanding crypto become illegal? Acquiring no, stop it. Stop.
You will acquire your knowledge.
What's
I also want to give some advice. Now that crypto, like I said, is booming, we also want to give people some
your legal thing.
The legal tender in Ghana is the Ghana CD and the ECD recently launched.
Sky, what is your problem?
Bernard, I can't be
here.
Says
he wants to
I want to acquire knowledge and you say it's illegal. What is wrong with you?
I'm not saying acquisition of knowledge.
Steady to show yourself approved.
Thank you. So I don't have a problem with that. But I don't want you to get yourself involved.
Involved in what?
Do you know what is even more painful? He's skilled in that.
Don't mind me.
You have acquired the knowledge.
I want to understand crypto. And you're telling me that.
I'm giving this advice is important because Bitcoin is not the only.
Explain the thing
coin.
to me. So
there's
I
a lot of
understand
different coins that people use, and
Yes.
there's a phenomenon known as a rug pull, where people kind of create a coin, they try and sell it very aggressively, and a lot of people buy it. The value shoots up, and they dump all the coin. So they basically kind of make away with your money. It's almost like a Ponzi scheme. So you have to be aware of those.
And you don't think I
coins.
should know these things?
Yeah. So I was.
And you are quoting law.
Why do you want to know it? Do you want to
the
know
more
it so
you
that
know,
can
the better
explore?
it gets.
Okay.
So now, are you a government? So now you are becoming Gestapo. So now you want to police my knowledge.
No, not at all.
Why are you asking me why I want to know? Why don't I want to know? I'm a journalist. I have to know. How can I cover something I don't understand?
Okay, that's okay.
You should actually be telling some men to sponsor me to go and learn it. If you're a good friend, you should be telling. You should be recommending to the MD to pay for a course for your leading business journalist to understand Bitcoin instead of using law to oppress me.
No, I understand. But you see, we are not just talking to you. So I'm saying that the people out there.
Yes.
Look,
So we've told them it's illegal, but we're just giving them the news.
Okay, Sky, do people need to understand blockchain?
Yes.
But it's the same area. It's just one dimension of it.
Yeah, no. Because in our case, even at the central bank, we are deploying blockchain. It is not an illegal technology.
How can you regulate something you don't understand?
No,
if let's assume you say even Bitcoin is illegal, how will you know if somebody is doing something if you don't know how it works?
You see, you know that traditionally money is basically something that can store value, right? What is happening with these non-fiat currencies is that we don't have anybody regulating the
Which is
system
why we must
as to
understand how it
police.
works.
No, it is
as
fair.
leading journalists in the country.
I understand
It's-
that,
we are even outdated. In fact, you should be encouraging courses for young journalists to understand it.
I agree with
So
you.
why
There.
are you
The
telling me-
where we depart.
We are not departing
Where we
anything.
depart
You are the one
is
creating your
where
problem.
he talks about the value going up.
But why
and that people
shouldn't we know?
Look at investment in those
But you
areas.
see,
No, he's saying that
no,
they are-
I
no,
didn't say
no,
that. I said
no.
that I was saying that there's the crypto scams that for people invest, the rug pulls. I was explaining that investing in crypto is dangerous. So I'm even helping you by saying that it's not easy. You go and put your money in, the value will be going. You think that I'm a millionaire, then the value goes. Boom,
I don't even know
all
what
your
your
money
problem
goes.
is.
So I'm trying to.
You should be writing a memo on why Ghanaian journalists must understand crypto.
I'm
surprised at you.
Sack with the Sky.
Go away from here.
You looking for a bank to rely on? Let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Wouldn't we sick to bank baby, no lie. Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking, it's in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do, I'm like us. First Bank, we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody seek a crap, yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
There's a business in every woman, from the young lady brimming with exciting and novel business ideas to the market queen managing her empire. There's the she architect, quantity surveyor, realtor, business consultant, crafting dreams into reality, and the multitasking mom seamlessly blending work at home. The entrepreneur, meticulously checking stock, to the corporate woman, sealing deals on the move. Indeed, there's a business in every woman. Introducing Telecel Women in Business, our initiative to empower women-led and women-owned enterprises. Benefit from tailored activities, networking, business and technical support, free webinars, trainings, and more. To join this initiative, be a female-led business and a Telecel business customer. Visit telecel.com.gh/business to register now.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
You can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Has the exchange rate not exposed Dr. Baumia and the NPP? At the end of December 2016, the cedi to dollar exchange rate was 4 Ghana cedis to $1. Today, it's about 16 Ghana cedis to $1. This is more than 4 times the amount of cedis one needed to buy $1 in 2016. Today, as a result of the free fall of the cedi, many businesses have lost significant amount of their working capital, with many collapsing in the process. Did they not say yeti sikaso?
Yeti sikaso. Omenyo hiamai enam amemua enkoyeti.
Ghanaians are worse off as prices continue to soar on a daily basis. Putting food on the table has become a daily struggle. The hardship is real. It's time for change. Vote for change. Vote for John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
This is the story of Kofi Ba from Takwa. His story has just begun, but it has a world of opportunity ahead of it. His first day at school, his last day in SHS, going to the university, getting into the fast food business, expanding into the delivery business, and
everything to look forward to. And just like Kofi Ba's story, Absa Bank believes there's something special about your story. And we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. Absa.
The Situation All White Christmas Party is back! This Christmas Eve, forget the usual and step into a celebration like none other. The Situation All White Christmas Party is taking over the city with music, magic, and memories waiting to be made. Think cozy vibes, electric beats, and the perfect blend of festive cheer and wild energy all in one space. Date 24th December 2024. Venue The Underbridge, East Legon. Time 8 p.m. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Come and dance like nobody's watching. Sip, mingle, make merry, and unwrap the ultimate Christmas Eve experience. Dress to impress, bring your holiday spirit, and let's make the Situation All-White Christmas Party unforgettable. Call 0205-973-973 for table reservations and get ready to party! It's going to be lit at the Underbridge. The Situation All-White Christmas Party 2024 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go. Everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN? I am Bioengineering Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan. And this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms or invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa, Ahotonkwa.
Old Mutual. Do great things every day. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest
with the SG Ghana Visa card from now to 31st December. Use your SG Ghana Visa card to make payments at your favorite supermarket, retail shop, buy fuel, pay online or anywhere with a Visa POS terminal and get a percentage of what you spend paid back to you. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Do you find yourself going through the pain of sore throat, nasal congestion, and a need for quick relief, or do you still take the same old lozenges without getting the relief you seek? Worry no more. Lozati lozenges, 100% natural, refreshing throat lozenges with 7 pleasant tasting flavors, is here to help you. For enquiries, contact Unicom Chemist Limited on 0302 324 595 0302 324 383 is an advert that's FD approved. Lozati lozenges, 30 seconds instant relief from sore throat. Now listen up, Ghana own the rugged and reliable Volkswagen Amarok manual transmission 2.0 L diesel engine delivering an impressive 130 kW of power, now available at an unbeatable price of just 540,000 Ghana cedis. As a special offer available while stocks last. Call or WhatsApp Universal Motors Limited on 0544 338804 to secure yours today. Don't miss out, act now. And for those who want a British degree at a fraction of the cost right here in Ghana, to be trained by faculty who are trained to UK standards and enjoy 50% scholarship, look no further than Lancaster University Ghana. www.lancaster.edu.gh is the website. Email admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Call 020-960-708. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Now, if you're looking for litigation-free land, contact Royal Kingdom Estate. We specialize in land acquisition, construction, design, property management, and more. We have properties in places like Accra and Ibri with land starting at 90,000 cedis. We offer flexible payment plans, affordable homes ranging from 2 bedrooms, premium furnished apartments for short rentals in East Airport. We're opposite Soak Link International. Call 055-755-5909 or 0272-778880. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams. And NLA's management is informing all private lotto operators, entities and organizations who want to operate lotto and sell lottery products within the legal framework of the National Lottery Act that registration has opened for the year 2025. All interested persons should register by picking up application forms at any of our regional or district offices and the NLA head office, Fortune House, Accra, from Friday, November 1, 2024. All existing licensed PLOs should take steps to renew their license for 2025. Upon completion of this registration exercise, any unregistered entity found operating lotto would be dealt with according to law. For more information, call NLA on 0266 087 966. NLA, development through games.
Now the new order of retirement is here. You can retire on your own terms, guaranteed monthly income the rest of your life. Simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today. Start receiving cash. The best part is that you get to enjoy a salary increase 16% 2023-2024. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333. Visit www.oldmutual.com.gh. Simply dial *789*01# to request a call. Obrapa Ahotonkwa. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
All right, send us your views on the number of things we're talking about. Local procurement to boost economic development. The issue of whether I should learn about crypto or not because of Opana. And later on, we're talking about flower pot and the very interesting reaction of the regional minister.
Let me finish
paying my bills.
Hold on, before you do that. Let me be before people misconstrue what I'm saying. I am not saying that it is illegal to know about cryptocurrency.
Is it illegal to do it?
Hold on.
It's just unregulated.
Hold on. At a master's level, wrote a dissertation on cryptocurrency. Hold on. So acquisition of the knowledge
what's your problem?
Is not the problem. The problem really is where you use it in a jurisdiction that doesn't recognize it.
So wait, when you acquired the knowledge, did you use it in a jurisdiction that doesn't recognize it?
the use of
you acquired the knowledge. Has the knowledge made you break any law?
No, hold on. Hold on. The law on buying goods and services in Ghana requires the use of legal tender.
Yes.
Right. Now there are regulations around how you use the CD.
We understand.
I'm
just asking you a question. The knowledge you acquired,
yes.
Have you used it to break any law?
No.
So why do you think that if I acquire the knowledge, I'll break any law?
No, but you see, you had said, it was within the context of investment. That's where my problem is. That look.
But who told you all my assets are in Ghana?
Okay. Well,
Even if but do I only stay in Ghana? Don't I travel?
Yeah, that's okay.
So if I travel abroad and I buy something using crypto, have I broken any Ghanaian law?
Is the question?
Or once I have a Ghanaian passport, I can't use crypto. What are you saying? This guy, allow me to breathe. Charlie, pay the bills and stop this.
Bernard Coca-Cola is happy to let you know the return of the 300 ml glass bottle. You can now buy and enjoy the refreshing taste of Coca-Cola with the convenience of returning your glass bottles for reuse. Something I like so much. So dive into a world of flavor. Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite, all offered in the iconic 300 ml returnable glass bottle. It goes for 3 cedis, 50 pesos. If you prefer the recyclable PET bottle, is priced at 6 cedis. For more details on this campaign, visit our socials, Instagram, Facebook at Coca-Cola_GH. Experience real magic with Coca-Cola's original taste.
Let me read a few quick comments on what we've been discussing. Let's start with the issue of local procurement. Ash Foam directly employs 1,400 minus employees of distributors, carpenters, joiners, welders, etc. But you know what? We sometimes lay some of the staff off when we don't get orders and machinery are idle. We have the capacity to produce any furniture for every institution in Ghana, but you still find people importing even school desks and chairs, bank beds from China. As for living room sofas and couches, there. Good morning, Bernard and team. So basically, he says they are able to procure these things. They're able to produce these things if they are needed. Let me go to another one from UPSA. Bernard, interesting discussion on the show today. UPSA presently is using local contractors. Initially, people were skeptical, but the local contractor, FT Global, distinguished itself so well that several other institutions got them to do jobs for them. Most of the current projects on UPSA campus are being done by a local contractor, having won the competitive bidding hands down. Well, some are leading by example. Now let's come to VW, a special deal on a robust Amarok pickup, a 2.0 liter diesel workhorse which produces 177 horsepower with a trailer weight of 5,550 kg. It can carry the necessary load to get the job done. Now, the Amarok is a fuel-efficient pickup with maximum power for the task ahead. Its service interval of 6 months or 7,500 km, whichever comes first, announces the durable components used to build the Amarok. Starting price 548,000 Ghana cedis. Take advantage now. Hurry while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Now, you can WhatsApp us on 025 795 6688. That's 025 795 6688.
Ask Sky if dollar is a legal tender in Ghana. Good morning, Bernard. I want to contribute to the crypto conversation. Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is not illegal in Ghana. We don't have regulation that suggests it is so. However, due to the anonymous nature of parties who transact the business, it's a high-risk area when it comes to the AML, CFT&P regime.
Anti-money laundering.
Anti-money laundering.
What's CFT? Me, I don't know. What's CFT?
Finish the message.
Until Ghana comes out with a strict regulation on OTS.
On its illegality.
On its illegalities, like Nigeria, it continues to be a grey area. Thanks.
You see, the use of the word illegality is an entirely different matter. The problem has got to do with engaging in a transaction with a party. When you want to buy crypto, right, you buy it from somebody.
Yeah.
That transaction is not recognized under Ghanaian law.
As what?
So you want to invest.
Is barter trade recognized under Ghanaian law?
Yes. That's a contract, recognized.
So if I go online and I need a camera and somebody sends it to me and I send the person Bitcoin, have I broken any law?
The legal tender in Ghana is the CD, right? There are circumstances under which Ghanaian law allows you to pay for goods and services in other currencies. as we speak, Ghanaian law doesn't recognize the use of cryptocurrency for purposes of transaction.
So I'm coming. If I give the person Bitcoin and the person sends me the camera, which law have I broken? That's what I want us to think about.
That's what I'm saying. That the Bitcoin, it is not an asset that is recognized under Ghanaian law. How did you acquire it?
That's what I'm saying. That
is it possibly linked to, say, terrorist financing?
Which is why I'm saying that you should explain the thing to me well. So now I'm speaking as a non-user, but I'm saying that so far the point you are raising about is potential legality. Yes. At best, it's a gray area. The BOG has not come out to explicitly say that people cannot make purchases with that. Have they said that?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Okay.
The use of the word illegality is to say that, it's been written in law that you cannot use it.
Yeah.
That is not the Ghanaian law. Ghanaian law doesn't say that, black and white, if you use cryptocurrency, this is what happens to you.
Good.
But you see, there are attendant illegalities. And that is where the problem is. Because first of all...
No, you see, the reason I'm pushing this is you can only enforce what you are clear about. So I understand what you're saying about what is legal tender and what is currency and all those things. Okay, but I'm still saying that it's a gray area at best because, number one, there's a draft legislation on digital assets. So that tells you that there's a contemplation.
It's not a draft legislation. It's a draft,
guidelines. Yeah, whatever. Guideline, yeah. Policies are the starting point for law. So you have the policy, out of which you do the law. So I'm saying that the fact that there's a draft policy guideline, it tells you that the authorities are contemplating it and they are aware.
That's why we have the ECD.
Your position about you are being explicit about this illegality, and I'm concerned about that.
I have not said that it was illegal. I said that it is not recognized for use in Ghana.
Yes,
different things. Hold on.
But I'm coming on.
Hold on. You see, you misconstrue my position.
If it's not, hold on. So wait, you are saying that? Don't forget that this whole thing started from my quest for knowledge.
Yeah, no. Your initial position was to invest in it.
Yeah, but what is wrong with that?
That's what I was explaining to you.
Yes.
That this is an area that comes with all kinds of things.
So is it my risk you are concerned about or my legality? I want to understand. Are you worried about that I will get defrauded or that I will break a law?
So you'll break a law most likely.
But you haven't pointed out which law it is to me.
So for instance, our legislation stops us from investing in areas that are linked to money laundering, right?
Good. Which is what the person is saying.
This is a ripe area. This is a truly
But you have
ripe.
to prove. Is it all crypto that's linked to? You can't take AML and brush it on a what do you call it? A whole category of transaction on the basis that it could be linked to terrorism. If I use 1,000 cedis to buy a pen, AML have protocols to establish it, right? So you can't just say that because somebody has used crypto to buy something, then it means that he's a suspect or anti-money laundering. There has to be more clear ways of...
You see, when I'm speaking, I speak with legal certainty.
It doesn't matter. But it's common sense to understand what you're saying. The fact that
hold on. You see, when I speak my words, I speak them clearly and carefully.
So say it again.
I have not said that because you have bought something with cryptocurrency, you are suspect for money laundering. I have not said that.
By the way, CFT is counter financing of terrorism.
I have not said
that. And PF is profiteering financing, proliferation financing.
I have not said.
Go ahead. Yes.
There is a reason why regulators are in place.
Good.
The central bank's job is to regulate our space.
Good.
Macroeconomic issues that are within our country.
Yeah.
They are to determine what happens to our economy to a large extent. They do that in hand with the finance ministry.
Yeah.
Now the challenge
they are also to be forward-looking to ensure that we are not left behind. The economic policies must ensure that Ghana does not get disadvantaged in our economic overall.
So they are doing that.
So that's my point.
That is why they have the ECD.
That's my point. So you see, we are on the same. I'm saying that we are all not clear as to where this is going. So the position should be, at best, there are policy guidelines being contemplated. Whatever we do in Ghana should work within the recommendations of those guidelines. If out of those guidelines some rules and laws emerge, then that constricts us into what we can do. Now, you were pointing out to me that because the area is not regulated, there are dangers. I agree with that. But my concern is you also made it suggest as if there's some illegality or law being broken.
Bernard, you see, I have pointed all of these things out to you clearly enough for you to appreciate the point. My phrase to you was that it is not a recognized currency within our jurisdiction.
Meaning what?
Which is to say that
if I do it, I'm doing something unrecognized or illegal. You are
yeah, that is where you are heading.
So that's the same thing I'm saying.
Hold on. You see,
the fact that you didn't explicitly use the word illegal does not mean that you are not suggesting that.
You see, so that is why I have the freedom to say what I'm saying.
Okay.
If we say something is expressly speaking illegal, what it means is that it's been written in a law to that effect.
Good.
But when I say that it is not recognized and therefore not regulated within our jurisdiction, what I'm saying is that you are going to invest in an area
at your own risk. That's why the texter said, at best, it is a gray area. You see, you've said that because it's not recognized. I am thinking that if somebody's going to enter this area, they have to probably consult what the BOG's contemplated guidelines are and ask for advice. Okay. Now, I won't sit on there and promote people to start making transactions in a specific currency.
That was exactly what we did, and I intervened at that point.
No, he was not doing that.
No, hold on, Bernard. You see, go back and listen to the tape. The reason I intervened was that there was a suggestion that we should look into that and invest in it. And
no,
I said,
he was pointing the dangers.
No, hold on, no, Bernard. This thing didn't start today.
I'm talking about what he did today, Susu.
Hold on. This thing didn't start today.
Yesterday.
I intervened yesterday.
Yes.
And when he came today, he spoke about, the value is going up. You understand?
Yes.
Then I
but even Trump acknowledged that the value is going up. Is it not?
I am not disputing that. You understand? I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
Look, for God's sake, Bernard, and at the risk of sounding pompous, I did a master's degree in this.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, no, there's a reason I'm saying it. And I'm saying that because, look, I cannot be seen to be speaking against it.
Very enough.
The suggestion you are making is to say that, the sky is not forward-looking, blah, blah.
All of this was that I said I want to learn about it.
Hold on. You see,
want to share
the context is not that you want to learn
that's
about
the whole
it.
thing.
The context was that you wanted to invest in it. And I was cautioning you as a
I wanted
beautiful
to
friend.
learn. I wanted to learn. And you said that if I know it, I'll invest.
But hold on.
I didn't
Your
know that.
initial position
I want
was
to
that
learn.
you wanted to invest in it. Let's go back to the tapes.
Yeah, but even if I want to invest in it, what is wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying.
So shouldn't I have the desire to invest to improve my life?
Do you know something?
Does the fact that I acquired the knowledge mean I'm going to invest tomorrow morning? The fact that is it a good desire to want to invest? Is it investment a good thing?
I have acquired, some knowledge.
Yes.
I hope passable knowledge in the space. That
Would you
doesn't
advise me to invest in it?
on within our jurisdiction? No.
Okay, what if I move to US? Will you advise me to invest in it?
Well, you can do that.
Okay, so
because the jurisdiction there has.
But the earth is the laws and the
because you don't have protection. The kinds of protections that you need, you don't have the protections here.
Yeah, but we are not limited to Ghana. We can live anywhere we want.
That's okay.
So can I get the knowledge now? Will you help me?
Let me see better. You see, there are things other people do elsewhere.
I'm not messing with you. But Sky, honestly speaking, I still insist that the more you know, the better. Because see, the reason you are able to speak about this with such certainty and insistence because you know about it.
Yeah.
Now, my lack of knowledge in the area is not good.
Yeah, so we need to improve that.
Good. Now, whether that knowledge will make me an investor or not is not your decision. Because you know about it, you have not invested. Or I'm not. I don't think you have. You haven't told me you have. The way your nose is taking blah like that. I can't even be sure.
I have no comments on it. The fact that I have no comments.
It's a legal response.
You see, he thinks that if I learn about it, I'll invest. And he's warning me as a friend. But he has learned, he has not invested.
This man. Hey.
And that honor.
I lost you. Look, for the avoidance of doubt, I have no crypto assets in Ghana. For the avoidance of doubt.
I like the qualification. Let's leave it there. Let's move on. Let's make progress. Read some messages for me. We are being educated by the public.
So, Sky, please don't mind Ben. He's been mischievous. This is business scientist from University of Ghana. Okay. Good morning, Bernard and team. AML CFT means anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism.
Thank you.
Mohammed Tamale Adams.
Thank you.
Thank you. A number of people send that qualification.
I knew AML. It was the CFT that I wasn't sure.
Right.
So thank you for bringing it.
Acquiring knowledge in crypto is good. Some of us are converting cities into dollars as investments. Investing in Ghana for some of us is scary. Perfect. This one is what again?
Yeah. Guillotine.
Guillotine, yes. Please tell Sky that understanding how a guillotine works does not make you an executioner. Thank you. Ajari from Achimota through. Sky is behaving like Sofu Chief. No, Sky is behaving like that pastor who knows the truth and yes decides to keep quiet about another pastor telling the lies to his congregations. Ben Johnson said
that's not me to improve in life.
Sofu Chief. Hello, Bernardino. Please, I will teach you and send you my PI link soon. A student of criminology is not a criminal. Harry from Customer Center through. Bernard, tell Sky that he's sleeping through a revolution. And
he's not. He knows about the thing. He's a bad man. He knows about the thing. He's a bad
Probably, you don't know. You don't know why.
The man has a bloody master's degree in that thing.
He knows the thing. That's how to protect his territory.
But there's a huge crypto transaction happening in Ghana. BOG is aware and is trying hard to catch up by introducing ECD. Remittances are moving to this area. We lost the fight by prolonging policies and education.
But more serious, let me ask you a question. Yeah. What do you think the BOG needs to do in face of even what's happening in the US? So you can say that this incoming administration is more amenable to crypto than the old one. I can say this.
Yeah.
Both Trump and Musk. Yeah. So, and generally where the US heads, the rest of the world tends to lean. What type of preparation should we be doing regulatory-wise, financial institution-wise, so we don't get left behind, but so we also don't overexpose ourselves to the things you pointed out, the anti-money laundering, the dark web and all those things. So it's a balancing act. What do you seriously think we should be doing?
First of all, I think that there needs to be a lot more consultation, and it has to be, public-facing, not the kinds that we do hiding things and speaking to just the elite. Because there are young boys with access to the computer who are doing so many things on the dark web. You find them in many parts of Accra, including areas that you and I know very well. Those people have got to be brought into the conversation. So that they tell you their experiences, how they are using it. It is not all the time that people use some of these digital assets to engage in criminality. So that engagement has got to go on. And then also we need to be clear as to what the position of Ghana is, legislation-wise. We need to set a bill to Parliament, in my view, to recognize cryptocurrency. And then also empower, if we're going to use the central bank, let's use the central bank. If we're going to create an entirely new institution out of the
SEC?
Exactly, to police that particular space, let's do it. And then if we are going to create, a space for mining cryptocurrency in Ghana,
it must
we
be
have
regulated.
to do that. But then that would also have to come with investment, because if you're mining crypto, it takes a lot of your power. And that is what we do not have in abundance. Computing power, it takes energy, as in Akosombo power, because it requires a lot of cooling to take place in order for the crypto to be properly mined. So in that, when we're dealing with mining, it's an area we have to look at, because a lot of the young boys who are doing Yahoo and all of these things, we can pull them together and direct their energies in a way that will help us as a country. So we need to look at all of these areas. And let me be clear that, look, when I wrote my paper on cryptocurrency, my position to Africa is that we've been talking for too long about having a common currency across the whole of Africa. Yesterday, I think the central bank people who were at the launch or the opening of the new office spoke about, regional currency and all of that. My position is that if it is taking too long to have fiat currency common across the whole of the continent, we should look at crypto.
With the EC,
Exactly. We should underpin transactions across the whole of the African continent. The difficulty, however, is that central banks around the world are afraid of losing their control over, their spaces, because majority of the times, cryptocurrency transactions are peer-to-peer. So you want to buy something.
Let me ask you another question. You said the authorities have to think about sort of having discussions about where to go with it, and the discussion must be broad-based. And then you said possibly a draft legislation. Does the regulation and legislation around it not defeat its purpose, in a sense that cryptocurrency is
decentralized,
an extension of blockchain, which is a shared ledger?
Yes.
The idea of trust is the issue.
Yes.
So the fact that people don't have trust in regulated institutions is what has made these things popular. So when governments try to draft rules around it, does it not lose its... Because a lot of people are very skeptical about the system, how global finance is structured.
That's true.
And they find peace in crypto. So if you start making rules around it, does it not lose its salience? Because what makes it attractive is its shared nature and its almost unregulated nature. You get it? So I'm not sure if I'm asking the question right. Is there a way you can regulate it but still allow it to maintain its functions, its uniqueness? Because that uniqueness is what makes it attractive to people, right?
You see, so that's a very brilliant question, and it's something that a lot of academic literature is dealing with. There's so much disagreement as to whether there should be regulation, because if you regulate, then it defeats the original purpose of cryptocurrency. But Bernard, if you want peace, a wise man once said, you should prepare for war. The responsibility of governments is to protect their citizens against, excesses that come with things like this. Sam Altman, the US guy, promised everybody heaven, and they were investing health left, right, and center. There was a big bust. The whole company went down, and people lost billions, millions of US dollars. Those are people's hard-earned currencies, things that they have worked years to acquire.
To play the devil's advocate, have we not lost money because of the economic collapse and debt exchange?
That is true, but you see,
it's just coordinated loss of money, but it was still the same thing. I invested my money somewhere. They gave me a haircut. They didn't ask my permission, so it's not the same thing.
No, I agree.
Don't economists boom and bust all the time?
So you see, public institutions who act as regulators sometimes get it wrong. They don't always get it wrong. What we want is that we do not want to leave it to people to determine what happens and what doesn't happen.
So there has to be
a central institution which is policing the space to ensure that people are guided by the rules. Because what happens in the crypto space is that people create their coin, create a buzz around it, the value goes up, and then they dump it.
So there's a lot of jungle behavior.
Exactly, arbitrariness.
Which can then disadvantage people and then damage the overall economy.
Exactly. And then also because it is unregulated and because the spaces are not ones that you have policing institutions keeping their eyes on things, people are using it, as I pointed out earlier and the guy pointed out, child slavery. People are buying human beings on the dark web. People are buying, small girls for child prostitution.
Because if you were to do those things using normal money, the anti-money laundering FATF things will all catch you. Exactly. But which is why we have to shine light on it.
Exactly.
So we cannot assume, we cannot ignore it.
No, we can't.
But we have to throw more light on it.
Yes, we have to.
Because if you say that, I think people in Ghana are doing. Let me read some messages for you. People in Ghana are doing it. I'm going to read a few messages for you. Here is a couple from people who I suspect have a lot more information about this. Bernard, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, which is a global standard setting body on AML-CFT, with their recommendation 15 on new technologies, requires all countries to take a position on virtual assets and virtual asset service. They call it VAS and VASPS. By law, countries are expected to come up with two options. You prohibit it via law with sanctions for those who go into it, or permit it via law and put in place measures to regulate the space, including registering and monitoring. So you like option 2 for Ghana. Ghana is yet to take a position. Work is currently ongoing, including the conduct of an anti-money laundering, terrorist financing, and proliferation financing risk linked to VAs and VASPs. Based on that and other works ongoing by BOG and SEC, Ghana will come up with an official position. I don't know when. For now, citizens are cautioned by a BOG notice to be extra careful. You see, so that's the word. It is legal in some jurisdictions. In West Africa, I know Nigeria and Sierra Leone have put in place a legislative framework to permit and regulate it. This is from KGB. Let me read another one. So quite a lot of people know about these things. Good morning, Ben. Bitcoin is not legal tender. So this guy gives me a few points. Bitcoin is not a legal tender in Ghana. If you buy anything with Bitcoin, you have not committed an offense. If you buy anything with Bitcoin and there's a breach of contract, it won't be enforceable by a Ghanaian court because it's not legal.
Illegality.
Because it's not regulated, a company in Ghana can't trade in it. A company that doesn't that does this will be breaching the SEC or BOG rules depending on the type of company. Example, BA Bank taking Bitcoin as a deposit. You are confusing between enforceability of a contract, which is a risk for the individual, and the commission of an offense. If you invest in Bitcoin, which violates AML rules in Ghana, you would have committed an offense, Kofi. Okay. So hopefully we are learning more about this. Caleb, read a few more of the comments for me there. I have a few here, but I'm trying to sift through before I read.
Okay.
Bernard.
Let me go through this for you. Bernard, please, the crypto world is more risky than you think. Don't get excited because it's going up. I use Coinbase, Bitmama, Paxful, Binance, and KuCoin, and I will tell you it's not straightforward. Firstly, crypto does not encourage small transactions, so if you're not ready to pump a lot of money, don't consider it. It is not a $5 or $10 trading currency. Fees are higher because of mining, and excess crypto will be burned to keep that economy safe from devaluation. Now it's the illegality. I can receive money to my Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum without anyone knowing who sends me the money. Whether it's from sale of drugs or theft, you won't know. All my crypto wallets do not come with names. It is only when I attempt to withdraw that my local bank can identify me. But I won't even withdraw. I will liquidate it by buying a car or a luxury watch. That will remove any suspicion. Wow. Remind the lad that even when people invest with unlicensed companies, the regulators only give us a warning, but don't punish us for that illegal business or instrument we are putting our money in. This is Neil from Ashalibutre. Bernard, the lie is right, just like you. If you batter your land for my car, you've not necessarily broken any law. But if the sale becomes a subject matter of litigation, you will have to argue that the land constitutes adequate consideration and get away with it. In the case of cryptocurrency, because it is not considered as a legal means of exchange, the sale may be successful, but if you have to argue that in a law court, you will be in limbo. Jonathan Abisi Butcher from Kaswa.
Yes, more. This is what BlackRock has to say about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a global, decentralized, non-sovereign asset that could serve as a hedge against increasing global disorder and declining trust in governments, banks, and fiat currencies. He goes on, it is sad that BOG is yet to finalize the LI. Even though I know SEC is doing some public engagement, we need to move faster. The native digital asset, which is immutable, is the future. We need to have a serious conversation about Bitcoin, especially for countries like us with weak currencies. Bitcoin resets the dollar hegemony. We need to embrace it quickly. Bitcoin is regulated by the code. Code is law, and it will always execute as it's built. Regulation could come on the exchanges who are custodians of people's Bitcoins, and hence there's a counterparty risk, so KYC may be required. And please, let's separate Bitcoin and crypto. They are two different things.
Yes.
All right.
So crypto is the umbrella.
So Bitcoin is the most popular
that's
cryptocurrency,
right. So
and there are others.
Quite a few more messages coming through. I'll try and maybe he's putting them together once he's done.
Yes, a very interesting article about when celebrity crypto influencers rake in cash, investors lose big.
Exactly.
It's an interesting article sent to me by Divine. But I go back to the point. I think when I asked you the question, you made two things. Between saying we are prescribing it and then saying that we will allow it under certain conditions, we should choose the latter.
We should
so the BOG, the SEC must begin engagements quickly.
Yeah.
I think there's a community already in it. They probably have to be engaged. You could even ask the community to come up with some draft rules around its user experience in Ghana. And then you can give it to the AML people to find out how to tidy it up with certain protocols that will make it the way it operates within our jurisdiction or to be more comfortable with it. So we need to start thinking and working.
Seriously, I mean, and I was clear in my paper on that point. And I used the mobile money example. You know, initially the position was that look, we have too many illiterates in Ghana who don't understand how it is, mobile money, blah blah blah. But people now understand. This is money in the
when
virtual
Momo came, the banks didn't want to know.
Exactly. So it's a big deal now. And we are talking billions and trillions of transactions in mobile money.
I'll tell you something. I was at an event yesterday. Sorry, this is a program that was discussing, there's an, what do you call it? It's mobile money and, what do you call it? What GIPS does.
Okay.
All right, so this is interoperability. They call it inclusive digital finance. Ghana was ahead of even Nairobi in Kenya in terms of the maturity of our mobile money ecosystem, and then our what's it? Why I've forgotten this expression?
Interoperability.
No, what GIPS does.
Integrated payments?
Yes, payments.
Yeah, that's
We were in the rankings they did. There's not ranked, introductory, progressing, and mature. Ghana was in the progressing stage. Both our mobile money and the Ghana instant pay, that gives instant pay, were the number 1 and 2 on the continent in terms of interoperability, inclusivity, and integration. So our approach to mobile money helped us develop it faster.
Exactly.
In other countries, for example, Kenya, because M-Pesa went so quickly, the industry didn't really get to catch up. Just one company doing so well. In Ghana, somehow they managed to grow the industry. In 2016, they did the interoperability. So a lot of people were like, Charlie, Ghana, you guys are far ahead. I'm just saying that if people will listen to what we are saying and maybe our SEC, BOG will quickly understand where this is going, train some people to understand it properly, and then set the rules around it, we could be ahead of the rest of the continent.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of possibility in there, which we should balance with protecting our citizens from the risks involved.
And then the national economy, because you, as a central bank, you want to know how much money is in circulation. In the realm of crypto, it is very likely you will not know how much is in circulation.
But does the central bank actually know how much money is circulating in Ghana?
Well, to a large extent.
Sky, because beyond the official dollars in the banks, sometimes you drive to Tiptoe Lane, people come to you and say, do you want dollars? Does the central bank know all those monies? Do they know? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I feel like because of the informality of our economy, economic managers have a very difficult problem knowing the exact value and volume of transactions. A lot of it is estimation, because the informalization already keeps it out of public. Now, if you go to a bank and you want to do a foreign exchange transaction, there are strict rules around it. For many, many years, when I used to travel to South Africa and other places, and I'll have dollars in my wallet, they say, why are you holding this money here? In Ghana, it's so easy to use. So even in Ghana, we don't even regulate our regular currency things well. All right, so I'm not saying that means we should let crypto come in easily, but the point is, you cannot. The economy is much bigger, and the informality makes it even more complicated to manage. So, not knowing what is happening in crypto, it will not be new, because they don't know what is happening in Tiptoe Lane. They don't know what is happening.
Do we want to add that problem? Do we want to add that problem to the existing problem?
No.
See, if we can't regulate even fiat money, should we go into a space where you don't even see where the money is and where it is going?
Well, Sky,
I think that's a balance we need to really.
Sky and Bernard, there's the draft guidelines on digital assets from the Bank of Ghana.
What does it say?
So if you have some time,
read a few. Did they say anything we should learn?
Okay, so some Ghanaian startups and organizations are exploring blockchain technology for solutions in sectors like agriculture, healthcare, and financial services. Such initiatives have been acclaimed to hold great potential at improving transparency, efficiency, and security in various industries. Regarding regulations, the Bank of Ghana has provided clarity on the regulatory status of virtual assets through notices to the public with specific directives to be regulated entities. Additionally, the bank has adopted a cautious wait-and-see approach, closely monitoring market developments related to crypto assets, including a limited stakeholder engagement in 2023. This approach is designed to enhance the bank's preparedness to maintain financial stability and develop an appropriate regulatory framework in response to evolving trends. Despite the growing interest, the digital assets landscape in Ghana faces challenges such as regulatory and legal uncertainty, cyber security risks, market manipulation, and consumer protection concerns. Overall, Ghana's digital assets landscape has been dynamic, with increasing interest in virtual assets and blockchain technology. However, the Bank of Ghana acknowledges regulatory challenges and is working towards a more structured framework to support safe, responsible, and sustainable growth and innovation in the sector. So they give you policy thinking, regulatory objectives, scope of proposed regulations, and proposed regulatory approach. So I'll give you some of the details there.
I think this is really good. So they are adopting a wait-and-see approach. They know what is going on, but they want to see how it evolves. They don't want to be reckless. They are minded about the dynamics. I think it's a good start already. I don't know if there's enough time to go into all of this, though. But I think for now, my quest to learn about it has been validated.
Oh no,
But everything that you said today.
Yeah, as for knowledge, you need to.
We are going to
learn.
So why are you keeping all these things from me?
But you have always known.
No. Me, I knew you were doing
things.
AI. I didn't know that you were also. I didn't even know you had written a paper on crypto.
Oh, I even gave you the paper I wrote on crypto.
That day I didn't have money, so so you actually wrote a paper on the thing.
Yes,
But why did you learn this
thesis on
So
it.
when we're talking and fully about you were learning this and didn't tell me.
Bad
friend.
I think the African Union should actually use crypto to first of all anchor the after. Because
so?
That's what I think, and that's what I
send me the paper again.
I would
now that you've opened my understanding. Wow, I'm going to do something quickly.
But we haven't heard Bernard's or Godfrey's views on the matter. Godfrey, please.
No, your views are
clear.
Please. He says he will defer to you.
I'll defer to you.
You are the boss. In your K995. Yes, Titus Glover talking about people trying to sell coconuts.
So is everything put together?
No, people are doing crypto. We're also doing coconut at the interchange. Charlie, coconut and pear. Titus Glover said table and makubo, man.
I'm watching the video. He put the phone in the pocket. He was holding two phones. One went to the left, one went to the right. It reminds me of a history teacher we had back in the day, Pepper College. It was called TK Mensa Tier. Now it was called Tier because if he's upset with you, he will rip up your uniform. So he was ripping up the uniform of one of the. All shall go.
Teachers were ripping off t-shirts.
Yeah, TK Mensa.
Your teachers were violent.
Hey.
Serious.
Young Tier.
I would like to urge the municipal assemblies, particularly the Jokugu and Ayawaso West Wogon, under whose jurisdiction this interchange falls, to ensure that this area is kept clean. Additionally, I don't want to see kiosks, and the chief executive should listen to me. We don't want to see kiosk containers littered all over there. It will destroy the beauty of this edifice that we all witness and commission today.
That was the Greater Accra Regional Minister Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover speaking at the inaugural ceremony of the Flower Pot Interchange, where he stated that no kiosks, containers or hawkers would be allowed around or beneath the interchange. He argued that such activities would negatively affect the aesthetics of the interchange. However, in less than 24 hours after the instruction, videos and pictures of hawkers and the interchange went viral.
What are you doing here?
I'm selling.
Selling what?
Coconut.
Where did you used to sell the coconut before this place was constructed?
Here.
You've been selling it here. So after the project is constructed, you are back to your base to sell?
Yes.
Oh. But this place doesn't look like a market. Hajiya, this place doesn't look like a market. When you start selling here, another person also sees that no one is taking action. The next person comes, handkerchief seller comes, the toffee seller comes, the tugbe seller comes, buffalo seller comes. By the time you realize, this place will become messy and nasty. Already you are eating in polythene bag. You may end up leaving it here and leaving, and the place will become so dirty. Is that right for us as Ghanaians?
In response, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Titus Glover, swiftly arrived at the scene to remove the hawkers.
instructed the chief executive for Lejokugu, Honorable Modekwai Kwashi, to position security 24 hours at that place, so that we'll make sure we don't get these hawkers to turn the whole place into a business hub. So that is the firm instructions that I've given to him. And there were a couple of police who are along the interchange, making sure that crime is prevented. So I engaged them. That, look, you are here to prevent crime, but in as much as you are doing that, kindly assist us and also make sure that nobody come to sell anything under the interchange.
Some of the hawkers claim they had an agreement with the various authorities to be allocated a designated area to sell their goods after the completion of the interchange. They argue that they have been selling in the area for years.
No get poor no mube ye da ho na ye be ruam po ye pe de oba be didi no oba rua ho
ya se mo ya se na mbe siesie ho oho be kama oho be fin ni nyama nyama
ye be siesie pa ye wo bole ye wo zoom bola ka konu 3 ya to ya nkasa na ye di sika ye to sa zoom bola kokonu 3 ye di bola gum bola fo be sisanko
nti yesro mo ababi a ye wo no mo sanfa ye nko ho o mo ko siesie ho ma no mo fa mra nto ho se bia scar kura no beje ya ye betu ya ye nim se yeso nya bibidi wa ha nti ye betu ya.
Meanwhile, some pedestrians say they find it challenging to cross the roads around the intersection.
There's no traffic light that the car will stop before this one will come. Everybody is rushing to pass, so you will not get correct access to cross the road. This place, if like 3 or 3, we cannot walk unless we walk on the road. And that's not good.
Human beings are crossing the road. That is why the zebra crossing is there. You have to stop. And then you see us crossing, then you are speeding. It's not right.
The government has asked hawkers not to ply their trade under this interchange. The hawkers on the other side are also saying that they had an agreement with the government that a space will be created or be allocated for them after the completion of this project. For Channel 1 News, my name is Philip Ni Latte.
So that was a report from Flower Pot Interchange. Read a few quick announcements before we move on. Yes. Imagine spending your new year surrounded by the breathtaking beauty of Dubai. Global Wings is offering a 7-day tour package from 27 December to 3rd January just for you. This incredible package includes return airfare, return airport transfer, 7 nights accommodation, visa and travel insurance and others. Book by calling or WhatsApping 055-368-8398. Global Wings Travel and Tours, truly global, proudly Ghanaian. And thank you for joining the 6th edition of the Omni Basic Health Walk. Omni Basic wishes to extend its heartfelt gratitude to staff, customers, and the general public who contributed to the success of the 6th edition of our Bank's Health Walk held November 16, 2024. Special thanks to the exhibitors and vendors for their invaluable partnership in making the event more engaging and memorable. For more information, call us toll free 0800 100 790. Omni Basic Bank at your service.
If you are looking for reliable, uninterrupted electricity supply, please, Deep Solar is the name. For only 58,000 Ghana cedis, you can only go fully solar and enjoy independence from the great no more lights off or power fluctuations, just peace of mind and savings. Please call 059-549-4113. Visit deepsolarghana.com to learn more. Remember, your energy independence begins when you call Deep Solar.
There's a lot more when we come back. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. OneXBet values your activity and wants to celebrate with you. Stay with us and enjoy 1x free bet, a weekly reward just for you. Sign up at onexbet.com.gh with promo code GHFREE to get a 300% welcome bonus. Bet to the correct score from Tuesday to Monday and get a guaranteed free bet. Millions are already winning. Join your friends and experience the thrill of victory with 1x free bets. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job.
The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Ojam, did you know the NDC once promised a one-time premium for NHIS?
Yeah, but when they won the elections, they could not implement it and almost collapsed the NHIS. Today, this same man is promising Mahama Care and free primary health care.
They think we are kids in this country. We don't have short memories, like Mahama said. Remember the capitation pilot in Ashanti? You were stuck with one health facility, no matter what.
That was so limiting. But look at us now under the MPP. There's real change.
The MPP expanded NHIS coverage to include serious conditions like childhood cancer, sickle cell disease, and kidney dialysis for children under 18 years and old people from 60 years and above. Today, with just a short code, you can renew your insurance.
Truly, the MPP has restored our hope in the health system. See the Agenda 111 and other new hospitals are springing up everywhere.
So, this election, let's vote for continuity. Let's vote to protect our healthcare. We will not fall for fake promises again.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and this Christmas, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to an unforgettable celebration. Arrive to the refreshing taste of coconut and dance the night away with our DJ on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Day, enjoy tasty grills, exciting games, and our famous all-white party with Kwanpa Live Band. Adventure awaits with a tour to Mount Jemmy on 26th, followed by an all-you-can-eat local buffet and a cooking competition on 27th. Don't miss out on aerobics, hiking, and a fun-filled pool party on 28th. And on New Year's Eve, get ready for a breathtaking fireworks show and start 2025 with a bang, dancing to the Kwanpa Live Band. Packages are as follows. Individuals, 3,000 Ghana cedis for 2 nights and 3,750 Ghana cedis for 3 nights. Couples, 4,300 Ghana cedis for 2 nights and 5,400 Ghana cedis for 3 nights. Families, 6,850 Ghana cedis for 2 nights and 9,000 Ghana cedis for 3 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 to book now. Volta Serene Hotel, your perfect Christmas getaway.
And business information technology, professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experience and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultramodern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054 777 7731 or 020 229 8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh.
Bold solution for the future.
December 7th, let's vote number 1. Let's vote for Dr. Baumia. Estroho.
Electroland's Black Friday and Xmas Bonanza. Xmas came early. Black Friday is here with amazing offers you won't believe. Get a Samsung 32-inch LED Smart TV for just 3,299 Ghana cedis. Cool down with the Samsung AC starting at 6,499 Ghana cedis plus a free blender. Need a fridge? Grab a TCL top mount for only 3,299 Ghana cedis and get a free deep fryer. The Media Top Load washing machine is just 2,499 Ghana cedis plus a free 5-gas burner. Enjoy Netflix in style with the NASCO 50-inch Smart TV for only 4,999 Ghana cedis and get a free NASCO.
Safe, free, and giving us drops in the mouth. Repeated doses give your child additional protection. Continue to attend weigh-in regularly after this campaign. Remember, polio paralyzes children for life. It can even kill them. Together, we can make Ghana polio free. This announcement is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and partners.
Accra goes to the opera. Join Lumina for an unforgettable night at Accra Goes to the Opera. Experience a journey through the captivating world of operatic sounds, featuring stunning performances of classic opera pieces intertwined with beautiful Afro music. This is more than just a concert. It's an opportunity to immerse yourself in the elegance and artistry of opera. Also performing all the way from South Africa, Tieho and Dorothy. Date, Sunday, November 24th at 6 p.m. prompt. Venue, Christ Temple East. Grab a ticket for yourself and your loved ones by dialing *844 *315# or visit the inquiry desk in the lobby. To RSVP, call +233 248 423 721. Share in this remarkable musical night. Accra Goes to the Opera with Lumina.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
20 minutes past 9, Citi Breakfast Show. We have a very interesting lady to talk to about what she does and why the place she does it at is a great place. So Ashesi University has been an interesting university. We've been speaking to Patrick Owa and team this past week. I'm privileged to have in studio Elena Rosa,
Hello.
who is a bioengineer.
Yes.
Or is it bioengineer or biomedical engineer?
No, it's a bioengineer.
Bioengineer, who has researched into interesting things, including something called oncoimmunomodulation. Oh my God.
That's a handful.
My Lord. So what do you do at Ashesi?
So at Ashesi, I'm one of the faculty in the engineering department, and currently I'm serving as the head of department.
Wow. Which department do you head?
Engineering department.
Engineering department. What's your area? This is oncoimmunomodulation, the first thing you do. Just explain what you do to me.
So no, that's what I used to do.
Okay.
So I used to do cancer research, and I focused on cancer research from all sorts of different aspects. Just as an engineer does, you solve the problem from all different aspects. And the oncoimmunomodulation that you're referring to is basically ways in which you can look at the immune system, how to stimulate it to be able now to fight cancer.
How did that go? That sounds like an interesting area.
It's a very interesting area, and we're actually trying to do a bit of research at Ashesi, and we're moving towards that direction.
That would be fascinating because, cancer is one of the everlasting problems we've been trying to solve globally. So that's great.
Yes.
But you also had a very interesting areas of interest, mathematics, but also biology, which is not, they are not usually bedfellows.
They're not unless you are bioengineering. Bioengineers are basically engineers of biology. And so this, you can see it in my trajectory, as I really loved math from a very young age. And I also got fascinated by biology, and I was always looking at ways at how to put them together. And until I find bioengineering where they actually do come together. And so you're using engineering principles to engineer biology.
That's quite interesting. So when did you join Ashesi? How did you become part of the Ashesi faculty?
So I joined Ashesi in 2016, so I've been there for almost 10 years now.
I see.
And I've always been fascinated by the Ashesi story.
Okay.
And then the engineering department growth and development has been really fascinating.
And what are the gaps you see in engineering education that you're trying to address, first with the undergraduate program?
So I think one of the biggest problem that we're trying to address is to, first of all, train ethical engineers, which is the ethos of Ashesi, ethical leaders. So that's at the core of our training. And then it's training them with practical skills, not just the theory, but also the practical skills. And actually not giving up the theory, because you need the foundational theory in order to be able to solve the problems. We also focus really intentionally on critical thinking and problem solving, and trying to get our students to be immersed in the industry and in the current problems that exist in the world, and particularly in Ghana, right? Engineers are problem solvers. So they should be able to.
So this is both for undergrad and master's level for engineering.
Yes.
So what kinds of problems do you think an engineer trained at Ashesi should be solving for Ghana? Let's have a case study.
So I think you can solve any problems. That's the whole point of engineering. You solve problems. So perhaps we can look at one of the most recent problems, right, in Ghana, which is
Galamsey.
Tell
me.
We've actually been working on different aspects of this problem for quite a while with the students. But if you look at it, in order for you to understand and how to solve that problem, you need to fully understand what the problem is, right? You need to understand what the contaminants are. How far are they spread? Then you need to monitor whatever solutions you're putting in place. And so, for instance, you could look at engineering. One way to look at this is to use drones to monitor the surface, right? And so those would be then mechanical engineer would be able to develop the drones. The electrical engineers will be able to develop all the imaging. The computer engineers will look at the image analysis. So you have basically all the different types of engineering really solving just one of those aspects.
Interesting.
You can look at developing, one of the things that we've been working on is how to develop better and more accurate sensors. And we've been looking at how to use biosensors to actually identify the contaminants.
So this is actually current work your students are doing?
Yes, so we've been working with a group, with different groups of students for the past 5 years on problems that we're solving using biotechnology or using biological engineering. And we started actually by detecting gold in resources. So for instance, in the secondary ores, it's really difficult to quantify how much gold you had. So the initial team worked on doing that identification. Then we worked on how to extract it using biology, using organisms to actually biomine the ore. Then we worked on prospecting it and understanding how and where it is, and how much of the mineral is present. So we started with gold, but then we looked at lithium, which is the next thing. And then last year, actually just in October, at the end of October, we participated in the biggest meeting of international meeting in synthetic biology. It's called iGEM, internationally genetically engineered machines. And the team that worked on this year's project was really focused on coastal erosion and plastic pollution. So they were looking at how to use biology and organisms to be able to
Is this part of your coursework or just...
No, this is extracurricular activity.
Just to get them immersed in the real world.
And they work very, very hard. So.
Amazing. So how are you trying to commercialize some of this work? And because this is pretty big stuff, right?
Right. And so as you know, Ashesi has a really great entrepreneurship center and ecosystem. And so we're working with them in how to develop these into a commercial possible product.
Wow.
And they're working with the students to also train them how to become businessmen and how to take the technical knowledge and turn it into
bring
a
it to the
business
market
and bring it to the market
in a way that can make it more sustainable.
Right.
Do you do any collaborations with institutions, private, public sector, government? Do you have any collaborations that sort of takes this to the next level?
Absolutely, and it's one of our goals is to bring in industry to train our students and immerse our students in what would be the real world industry, right? And so we're always looking at for corporations to come in and collaborate with us. They can start very small from, coming and being a guest lecturer to talk about, or guest speaker to come and talk about, how is it really to be in the industry? What sort of problems do they have to solve? What sort of skills should they work on developing while they're in school to be able to then fit easily into the industry? And that can move on into getting projects. We can look at getting class projects that students can work on, or final year projects that students can work on. And that's also shown in our master's program in mechatronics, where we have really tight collaborations with companies like Nestle and Tetra Pak, for instance, who are supporting students to get through the mechatronics program and then work with them after their graduation.
We're talking to Dr. Elena Roska, who is a member of, in fact, head of the engineering department at Ashesi University. Some interesting work students are doing in that university. So just only tell us where engineering in Ashesi or at Ashesi is headed, right? What are you hoping to see in the years ahead?
So I think maybe we should start where we are at the moment. So currently we offer programs in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering, and mechatronic engineering. These are in the undergraduate level. And then we also have a program for graduate level in mechatronics.
What is mechatronics?
So mechatronics is a combination of mechanical
Electronics.
and electronics.
Okay.
And so usually those students need to know mechanics, electrical, and computer engineering because it's automation quite
So it's
a
like
lot.
putting the three together.
Putting
So
the
you do
three
electrical,
Yep.
you do computer,
Yes.
you do mechanical,
Mechanical,
and
yes.
then do the combination.
So so what you do in the combination, you do a little bit of each.
Mechatronics.
Yes.
So somebody in robotics will be a mechatronic engineer.
Yes,
Because there's a computing part, there's a mechanical part, there's an electrical part.
Correct.
Which is
yes.
like the merger of all of that.
All of them together.
And this is both undergrad and postgrad for mechatronics.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. With faculty all here in Ghana.
Yes.
With internship opportunities, with practical field work.
Yes. Yes. So it started with the mechatronics in the master's program, where we had it in we developed the program in collaboration with ETH Zurich, and so we had faculty that came from there and co-taught with our faculty, and so then our faculty are becoming now experts in.
So this is like globally competitive product. So
yes.
your product could fit into any situation globally.
Right, but they're working with companies like, as I said, Tetra Pak, Berry Callebaut, Bueller, Nestle. So they're working with really international companies that are on the continent, and they're also interested to take these students to their plants on the continent. It's a lot cheaper to take students, workforce from here than to import
them
workforce.
So that the companies are happy with your products. They will certainly be. How can listeners learn more about your engineering programs?
So they can always go to our website, ashesi.edu.gh, and there they could keep up with all the new developments. And the one development that I forgot to mention is that we are hoping to be able to also launch our biological engineering program, hopefully next year.
So that will be the fifth.
The fifth engineering.
Biomedical, which is really...
No, not biomedical.
Sorry, why do I keep saying medical?
Biological engineering.
Yeah, forgive me. My mind is somewhere else. Wow. And that's your area.
Yes,
so
you are
going to birth that.
Yes.
I can see the excitement already. And so is Ashesi recruiting actively? Is sort of, are you in your admission cycle? We are in December. How does this work?
Yes, so I think so our freshman year is supposed to start in January.
Wonderful.
And mostly because of the WASI results, which are just about to come out. So our new entering class will start in January.
Super. So it's actually the right time
yes.
to engage. Okay.
Yes.
So listeners, if you want to go online to ashesi.edu.gh or just walk to the campus and ask for the admissions team, and you would learn a lot about this new program, the bioengineering program that Dr. Roska is going to be the main teacher, but there's also electrical, mechanical, computer, and my favorite, mechatronics. Very interesting. Any final words for my listeners, Doc? Any final thoughts?
I hope you would come and join us, and we'll take a look at some of the great work that we're doing. Even if you're not necessarily interested in joining us, there's some incredible programs and incredible research that's going on at the university. So I think taking a look at the websites, you will learn a lot about some of these exciting opportunities. We also do a lot of community outreach programs. So for the general community, not necessarily for the students, that they can learn about some of the activities that are going on campus.
We've learned a few things today, from immunomodulation to mechatronics.
Yes.
My God, all that in 10 minutes. Fascinating talking to you, Doc.
It's a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for having me.
My pleasure. There's more when we come back. City Breakfast Show is not over.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
It's that time of the year. Ghana, brace yourselves because Melcom's Black Friday sales is back and we're bringing you unbeatable deals like never before. From the 15th of November to the 1st of December, get ready to shop and save big at Melcom. Electronics, home essentials, furniture, or fashion, we've got deals you can't resist. Melcom's Black Friday, it's more than a sale, it's an experience. Stock is limited, so hurry and shop early to avoid missing out. Melcom is where Ghana shops for value, and this Black Friday, the value just got even better. Don't let these unbeatable deals pass you by. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
From the comforting hugs and reconnecting moments to the thoughtful eulogies, funerals, whether big or small, must be dignifying. And that's what Lashibi Funeral Homes and Crematorium was set up for. From our state-of-the-art facilities for preserving remains, through our 450-seater chapel to our meticulously managed cemetery, we've got these and everything else you might need in one place. So if sending a loved one off in a dignified manner matters to you, reach out to Lashibi Funeral Homes and Crematorium immediately you lose a loved one. Call us on 050-953-2409 or visit us at lashibifuneralhomes.com. Lashibi Funeral Homes and Crematorium. Dignity for the deceased, comfort for the bereaved.
Hello, spare driver. Are you sending the sales?
Boss, medicana kopim.
Hey, what the car to me so?
Boss, you no renew the insurance.
Charlie, I didn't have time. Oh, I had to go to the farm.
You can insure on the farm.
And I had to go to the market too.
You could have insured in the market.
I had to cook supper for my wife.
Even in the kitchen, you can still insure.
But how?
By texting or buyer on 0242-426-396 to help insure with Provident Insurance on WhatsApp from anywhere. Annie, baby. With Obaya, now you can insure your car anywhere, anytime. On WhatsApp, text Obaya on 0242-426-396 today. With Provident.
Man, you are covered.
Big is better. Broom is best. Happy moment starts with Broom. Buy one and get one free. It is Broom. Up to 25% discount. Buy an LED TV and get another TV for free. Buy an air conditioner and get a ceiling fan for free. Simply ask of Broom. There is more for everyone in Ghana. Free gifts and more on Broom freezers, refrigerators, and many more. Rush to your nearest Broom dealer or 0800-100-247. Broom leaves you with a smile.
Mommy, I can't believe I swallowed the lies the MPP told us about John Mahama.
My dear, as for those people, they have been telling lies since Kwame Nkrumah's time. They accuse Kwame Kuma of wasting money on the Akosombo Dam.
Hey! Mama, the MPP told Ghanaians that John Mahama owns hotels and ships in Dubai. Yet, they have been in power for 8 painful years and haven't been able to prove any of those lies. I'm not surprised though that John Mahama is still working every month.
Kuma. Even the journalists who were used to peddle these lies have come to apologize. Yet, these MPP people are still telling these same lies in 2024.
Hey.
What a bunch of wicked liars.
You know, their own special prosecutor has come to clear John Mahama of the Airbus scandal, just like Shraj cleared him of the Ford bribe lie. John Mahama is squeaky clean.
Now we know the truth, and the truth has set us free. Surely, as the Lord liveth, this time lies will not win.
No way.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you hoping to start university this January? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our January 2025 intake. Apply now for our foundation program. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
The luckiest. *712#. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed *712# and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere for everyone.
Dial *712#. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial *712#. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#. Now join in the winning streak now.
*712#. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
All right, so it's 9:41, and yes, the news we've been waiting for. Your favorite Cerelac now comes in a new variant with a combined goodness of wheat and maize. Is best. Happy moments start with Brom. Your best season with Brom is here again. Buy one, get one free, plus up to 25% discount only on Brom appliances. So, for example, buy a Brom LED TV, get another TV free. Wow. Buy a Brom LED TV and take home a free microwave oven.
Sweet.
Buy a Brom air conditioner and get a free ceiling fan. A Brom freezer gets you a free blender. Nice. So much more. So ask for Brom from any of your outlets. Call 0800 100-247. That's our toll-free number. Broom leaves you with a smile.
In the meantime, if you're looking for litigation-free land, contact Royal Kingdom Estates. They specialize in land acquisition, construction, design, property management, and all properties in prime areas like Accra and Debris, with land starting from 90,000 Ghana cedis. We have flexible payment plans, affordable homes as well in East Airport for they are furnished and you can use them for rentals as well. Visit us at Cantonments opposite Soul Clinic International School. Number to call is 055-755-5909, 027-727-78880. Info at Royal Kingdom Estate is the email address. Royal Kingdom Estate, building communities, nurturing dreams.
All right. Before we get into our interview, tell me about latex foam.
Bernard, if you picture yourself lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, you wake up and the mattress sags beneath you as a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. Choose latex foam anytime, any day. They have furniture also that is crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. We have showrooms across the country. Call these numbers 0302-231-155, 0302-200-849. Visit us online, www.latestfromghana.com.
All right, so let's get into the next conversation. The AGI's Center for
Energy Service Center.
They are here to talk to us about what?
Excellent. We have Isaac Kofi Batini. He's the marketing and project manager. Isaac, good to have you.
Welcome, Isaac.
Thank you.
And then we have Kofi Enim Ayako. He's a technical expert
for the AGI
Energy Service Center.
Energy Service Center.
Yes, please.
All right, take it up.
Gentlemen, welcome to the studio. Isaac, I'll start with you. You look familiar already, so I think we've met before, right? Some Galamsey.
One of your numerous.
Some Galamsey side.
Let's be careful of the use of that word.
I mean, this was MC Galamsey.
Okay. Right.
So let's talk about the AGI Energy Service Center and its mission. What is it about and what do you do?
Yes, thank you very much. So the AGI Energy Service Center is a renewable energy and energy efficiency advisory center.
Okay.
Hosted at the AGI. It's actually owned by the AGI. So we are located at the AGI Secretariat at Northridge in Accra. We are on the 3rd floor. So the AGI set up this center to support its members, which are large manufacturers and also businesses that are in the productive sector, because they consume a lot of energy, and energy cost is of interest to AGI. We have always advocated for, variable energy for our company. So we thought it wise to set up this center to help our members, first of all, to use energy sustainably in their companies by being efficient in their energy use, and also assist them to transition to renewables.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Right. Now, around the world, we're seeing a lot of focus on sustainability, net zero, and all of that. Is this center's focus only on reducing cost, or you're also trying to tap into the sustainability conversation?
So I think I'll take that. We want to do both. We don't want to just look at one part. I think it comes hand in hand. If you are trying to be more sustainable, if you are trying to be more energy efficient, you are reducing costs in the end. So you can't do one without the other. When it gets to the renewable energy part, also in the long run, it could also be cost reducing. But in the end, you're also decreasing your carbon emissions. So we see it as a combined thing.
Right. So give us more details about the services that the center offers to your businesses and industries.
Thank you. So we, as I mentioned earlier, we are an advisory center, which means that we are not in the business of doing solar installations. We are not like solar installers.
Okay.
What we do is if a business, like a manufacturing business, which main concern is production, and they're interested in, going green, then they look for a third party like us. So they come to us, and then we support them with all the technical services. So we provide a feasibility study, solar feasibility studies. You can come and do feasibility study for solar in your company. We also do energy audits for the companies, so that you identify your energy wastage opportunities, and then you take steps to save on these measures. Then we also provide the companies with transaction advisory services. So if a company is interested in doing solar, and then we do the feasibility for them, we can support them to develop the bill of quantity, put out a tender, call for proposals, and then we assist them to evaluate the proposals, select the best service provider, and then become the owner's engineer for these companies.
Okay.
So our main interest is to support the demand side, the AGI member companies that are interested in transitioning to green, so that they access these services, but they do it in a way that does not come back to harm them, so that the installations become white elephants because they have not done some due diligence.
Wonderful.
In all the conversation about going green and all, a lot of businesses are also thinking about cutting down costs while improving efficiency. So give us examples of some of your services you've rendered to businesses and industries in the past and how it has helped reduce energy costs and improved efficiency.
So I'll give you the main thing. It's our flagship project right now. It's called an energy efficiency network.
Okay.
The concept started in Europe and it's been spread around the world.
Mhm.
What the network does is it brings together a number of companies, 10 to 15 companies, and then it guides them through the process of energy efficiency. What they realized when they started it is that when the companies are trying to be energy efficient on their own, there are some things which are left out. When they come in the network, they're able to share learnings that they have from the energy efficiency measures. So what we do in the network is we conduct comprehensive energy audits, type 2, type 3 energy audits. We find the energy inefficiencies, and then we recommend measures on how the companies can improve. So in Ghana right now, we have about 10 companies within the network. We started last year, September, and we are finished with the energy audits for all the companies. We've given them the recommendations. Most of them have started implementing it, and they've already started seeing the savings. And it could be small efficiency measures, such as changing your light bulbs from fluorescents to LEDs, maybe adding a variable speed drive to your motors to make it run efficiently. So these are things that the companies have already started implementing.
That's very interesting. So tell us more about your center. What sets you apart from the others? Because now we're seeing a lot of competition in the area of green sustainability, and also with the AGI Energy Service Center. If we come to talk to you, what special thing do we go away with?
Thank you. So we are there mainly to support industry to transition to green, as I mentioned earlier, and also we provide capacity building. So if we realize that a lot of the companies, their technical staff sometimes they lack some sort of knowledge in this field. So we do a lot of trainings there. We do trainings on energy management system, so that the companies are able to set up energy management system according to ISO standard in their companies. We also provide energy audit training for them. We also provide certification programs at the center. So we are, the Energy Service Center is actually the sole center licensed by the Association of Energy Engineers from the US to run their certification programs in Ghana and West Africa, actually, except Nigeria. Yeah, so we have been running their certification programs. We actually did the first one, Certified Energy Manager, in June. We are running the second cohort of that next week. And then we also have another certification called Certified Carbon Auditing Professional. So, the whole topic about carbon and climate and all that.
Wonderful.
So professionals that are interested in supporting companies to undertake carbon auditing services, they can get that certification from us. And we are running that program also next week.
Interesting. Kofi, you want to add a thing or two?
Yes, I think what also sets us apart from the other ones is we are an honest broker. So let's say you're a company or you're even a hotel and you want to do solar or any other form of renewable energy, and you go directly to a service provider. I mean, a service provider wants to sell their service too, so they might give you a more expensive system than what you need. Because we don't want to install for you, we come and we do the feasibility and we let you know what system you need. And then from there, you can approach different service providers to bring their offers and get a better offer for yourself.
I
So
see.
we are an honest broker in the system.
Honest broker.
Yes.
I love that. Interesting. So how can listeners get in touch with the center? Where can you be found? Do you have any numbers? Are you on socials? Where are you?
Thank you. So we are located at the Secretariat of the AGI. The AGI is located at Northridge, former FC Cosmetics building behind Plus 223 Jasper. Yes. So we are on the 3rd floor at the AGI Secretariat. We are also available on social media. Just type AGI Energy Service Center into any of the social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You'll find us. Our website is www.agiesc.com. agiesc.com, and then you'll find us. You can also call us on 0507 977 902.
Right. Who can get in touch with you? Small scale, medium scale? Who should be reaching out to you?
Yeah, so we when Isaac says we usually target commercial and industrial clients, we actually target everyone.
Mhm.
So small scale, medium scale, large scale. We've done a lot of projects with the small scale SMEs, SMMEs, or however it's
MSMEs.
MSMEs. And sometimes residential, but we don't do too many residential projects because of the cost
The
involved.
main focus,
Yes,
okay.
yeah, the main focus is for the large scale.
That's exciting. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
All right.
That was Kofi Enyim Ayeku, technical expert, and then Isaac Kofi Batini, marketing and projects manager, AGI Energy Service Center, Bernard.
So companies, you know what to do. Get in touch, energy audits, and the rest of it, so we can be more efficient and productive. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Depends on many things.
Yes, J. Edu says Ghana and purchase a good or service online with.
You're not starting from the
I'm
beginning.
in Ghana and I'm purchasing a good or service online. Is that how it says?
No,
please help me.
Yeah, I think you need to start from the beginning, Godfred.
Okay.
So let's start from the top, the
Yes.
very top.
I traveled to Vietnam. I opened an account in Vietnam Don, came back to Ghana and purchased a good or service online with my Vietnam Don, which is not a legal tender in Ghana. Does that render it an illegal transaction? Crypto assets do not reside in a specific country. The main concern of regulators about crypto is lack of control over monetary policy. J. Adu, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, City. Good morning. Bernard, you and I are the same. All my friends are into crypto, but they've refused to teach me. Anytime I ask them to teach me, they say, "Oh, someone of your caliber should not do that." This is from Bernard's go. Bernard, my advice on crypto is this: please do your research and learn it very well. I'm not an expert, but in 2021, I learned on YouTube and invested X dollars in 5 different cryptos, mainly focusing on the one that will be the blockchain of the transaction in future. For example, XRP will replace Swift in the future. Now, looking at my account, I have X exponent 100.
No, X dollars times 110%.
100%. Wow. Remember, only invest the amount that you are willing to comfortably lose and not be so hurt about it. But please do your research first. I don't want to, in 20 years, think I missed out on something big and innovative like how the internet started and our parents missed out. Good morning, Bernard and team. Please, I wonder why it is not easy to do Momo to different African countries, even though they have mobile money. I believe that will be a major breakthrough and cheaper than creating one currency for Africa or ECOWAS. It is more expensive placing a call to an African country, even Togo, than to America. Bernard, you have interviewed Professor Ni Nakukwena on blockchain and crypto before. He has even organized multiple blockchain conferences about it, and some people from financial space went to speak about it.
It's true. But moderating the program and doing an interview is not the same as learning how the thing works. So, Charlie, you can know about the thing. But knowing the thing, no?
Doing the thing.
Yeah, we know about the thing, but we don't know the thing. It's a small boy, you don't know the thing.
Teaching you the thing.
Charlie, not easy. So I want to learn the thing. Yeah, that's the song. Boy,
this
Charlie.
man, the way he's laughing, I'm sure he's doing that thing.
A small boy, you don't know that thing. Charlie, Ghana Mopa. Where's the small boy, you don't need. Charlie, I'm showing you, Papa. I'm playing with that thing. Now you're too sad. Then they say, one corner.
Yeah, imagine
Small girl, you don't know the thing. I am teaching you the thing. You are playing with the thing.
Master Jarov. Ghana for. When a song comes which doesn't make any sense, hey, they run on it. Small boy, we don't know that thing.
I'm teaching you that thing.
Then there's one corner. Oh, then those when they start, everybody will start dancing. Oh, Charlie. But you know, those songs don't last.
At all. They're just a flash in the pan.
Charlie, you are shallow, so it won't go far. If you want something, as I say, only solid things last. Whether people, ideas, or songs.
Speaking of which, I was so impressed with Ochiame Kwame's understanding of the sustainability thing, and he's used his influence
because
in
he's a sustainable human being.
Oh, man.
He's a solid human being.
I was very impressed.
He's very long. A lot of people of his caliber have left the scene.
Yeah.
But he's still very solid.
He's done very well for
because
himself.
only solid things will last. Never forget that. Only solid things will last. So don't be shallow. Be solid. Don't do one corner. Oh Lord have mercy. Today I'm not on good behavior.
I am teaching you the thing. You are playing.
City Breakfast Show. Hawa Idrisu is here. The City News at 10. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello.